The GPU would blow your system out of the water, but load times might be an issue. Well, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. It's cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to where I was here. I think it's looking a little better. Not much, but a little. So, let's see. Where did I come from here? Oh, shoot. That's right. I portaled over here. Okay, hang on. Yeesh. Look at this junk. Let's try that again. I want to get back to where we were before so you're not confused. It'll just take a second, but it's a lot of these little linking things. I've been thinking a lot about Terrible Yosef. But did you meet Chaz? Did I meet Chaz? The mayor's aide. Oh my god. Terrible Yosef. Well, he's about to get more terrible, I think. Oh my god, I'm like doing other stuff while this stupid thing loads. Oh my gosh, it's just... The confetti dimension will be my undoing. Look at it. Oy. Load times, load times. There we go, now it's resolving. I think. Oh my gosh, it's so impossible to even tell. And you know what? Like, it probably looks, like, bad on stream when you see the confetti dimension, but I'll promise you right now, I'm looking at them both side by side on 2 different monitors, and it doesn't look that much better in-game. I know what it is. I know it's a Futurama reference. Yeesh. Oh my gosh. Confetti. Why? There we go. Okay. Now we're gonna go over to this one. Boy, these things are getting difficult, huh? Why can't they just be books like in Myst? At least the books have different covers, so like you know where you're going. Man, 3 confetti dimensions in the first 10 minutes. That's a record for boredom. I'm going to try and avoid doing this as much as possible. There we go. Okay. That wasn't so bad. Alright, so let me show you what was going on here. And I know this all looks like, oh my god, where did she stumble in from? Oh crud, I think that's the way I came. Is that the way I came? Okay, well... Oh no it isn't. I came through here, I think. So, gonna go right back to where we left off. I wish there was a run that's faster than a run. Like, seriously, like, this is actually on run. Which is just exciting as all hell, I know. But this is, like, the story is starting to get more interesting now. Now it's not just aimless wandering, because I'm about to show you some... I'm about to show you some things. I'm about to show you some stuff. Unlike that Mayor Yosef, who, as we established, doesn't know stuff about things. He doesn't know jack about biz. Alright, so. When we last left Punko and Paul, I was standing right here and we had another one of those confetti machines. And we went back to Hunrath. And saw that the machine takes a chunk, you know, it always takes a circle out of wherever it's going. And I noticed that it was sitting right on a bridge, whereas when we're in this world, there was no bridge here. So I figured if we hit that device and then come back around the other way, it would swap out for the bridge in Hunrath, which it did. And I was very pleased that I solved that myself. So I went over the bridge, found some stuff over here, started goofing off. There's a couple little dirt paths here. And I immediately saw all this, like, alien technology. And I couldn't figure out which aliens it was, because there's, like, 3 different aliens. So then I walked in here, and I noticed that, I'm not going to go over there because it'll trigger something, maybe. There was a red laser up here, like, doing that thing where it solidifies the dome and you can't get through it to the other worlds. And oddly enough, there was just a blue laser that just is controlled by, like, a joystick over here. And I was like, it can't be this easy, but it was. And I just used a joystick to blow up that thing. And then that was when a monitor turned on behind me. And there he is.
You are not. You are making very bad decisions.
Oh, eat it, Yosef. So that guy, who introduced himself as the mayor, who we've seen before, said that he needed help, that he was trapped here, and that the Valine, which he pronounces villain, so I guess it's villain, that one race of aliens, he said they live under the water here, and that they trapped him here somewhere inside something, and that they were storing him for food. And he said us, so I think he meant like everybody in Hunrath, that they were being stored here for food. The thing is, we've seen Yosef talk, and we've seen his journal. His English is not that bad. Like, yes, he's foreign, but he's not... He seemed to have excellent grasp of the English language, and his syntax was fine. Whereas when I first opened this and he started talking to me and was being all friendly... He's being mean now because I'm not actually doing anything to help him get free. He was like, why are you forward to being here in this place is good? You're like grammar and syntax that even somebody who, like, English was their second language wouldn't be making that many mistakes. And I remembered in the journals in Farley's house that she said that the Mofang, the aliens that we don't like, that we were in a battle with, they know a lot of English words, but they have terrible syntax and grammar because they try to learn, like, every language at once, and they don't really have a good grasp on it. Also, if you were sharp-eyed, you could tell in the visual of Yosa talking to us, he kind of glittered that red color around the edges and right along the bottom of himself, which CW's notes said happened as, like, just like a crummy side effect of those holographic imagers that were making rocks over the places where we wanted to be. And then we shot them, and the images went away. So I don't think this is Yosef. I think it's an alien impersonating him, trying to get us to do something sneaky and blow up the Valine or something. I absolutely don't believe that it's Yosef. So every time I come over here, his grammar gets worse, and he tells me that I need to stop screwing around and help him. And I don't have any interest in helping that man because... I just like the fact that we've been calling Yosef an alien from the beginning just to be nerds, just to joke about it, and then it turns out that this actual Yosef here is an alien. And I was like, yes, I'm vindicated. He is an alien. The confetti dimension makes me feel like I'm losing consciousness. I know, right? So I went goofing around over here and found a bunch of other places. These are unfinished bridges. You know those math problem things that we had before that we were throwing our tantrums about? There's more of them, and they control the bridges, but I think they're actually easier to solve this time. So I'm going to go this way, where I found another one. Ugh, I can't believe this is run. But yeah, that Yosef guy is kind of creasing me, because I'm like, dude, I know you're an alien. I mean, I say that to a lot of people, and it ends up not being true, but in this particular case, I absolutely know for a fact that you're an alien in disguise. You're a reptile person come to take over my government, and I will have none of it, sir. Not one bit. So, now that I destroyed the dome first thing when I got here, like after I got over that bridge, you can walk through here. And we found another path on the other side of this dome. You know how it works. Geometry of a sphere, as Pause says. I do like this place more than I like the other place, which I erroneously identified as the Arai, or as the Valine dimension. That stone one that we're now seeing through the dome. But I think that's actually the Arai, the bug-like creatures. I was a little bit confused. There's just so many stupid aliens in here. I can't keep them straight. The Mofang are the ones we don't like that we're in a fight with. the Valine are the ones who built all of this, and I don't know how we feel about them. The Arai are, I think, our friends, and they're like bug-like creatures. I don't know if these are like weapons with helmets mounted over them. Like this is some like from the visuals that we got of like pictures of the aliens, this kind of almost looks like the shape of the Valine's head, but I don't know if that's a helmet or. And obviously there's like a holder here, and it kind of looks like a gun. I don't know. I don't know if this is like their little warship or something. Oh no, he's gonna talk to me, isn't he? No. Pretend Yosef is ignoring me. That's okay. I'm going to ignore him. Gonna ignore the hell out of him. So here's a bridge to a place we haven't been yet. And, let me go over here. I did, out of sheer luck, I was able to get that one to work. So I made this bridge. And these are the two transporters that you saw at the beginning of the stream. And they go right back to the junkyard. So let's pull one. For shiggles. Push a button. Not all Mofang. You know, maybe not, but all the Mofang I've met. Space racism. What is this, Deep Space Nine? I don't know. Okay. I swear we will not have this much confetti dimension. And my brother has just informed me that we're going to have to do like 30 or more loads, 30 or more confetti dimensions to complete the puzzles in this level, so get ready for some confetti seizures, I guess. I don't know. It is rather irritating, though. I mean, at this point, I would rather just... I don't know what I would want to mask loading here. I would take a door from God, not Silent Hill, Resident Evil at this point. In the original Myst, you know, you'd warp through the book and make that noise that Stargazer thinks is funny. And so do I. And then it would just stay black for a while, and then you'd hear the warp noise again and you'd arrive. And honestly, the way that this confetti like plays hell with my stream quality, I'd actually rather prefer that. I can't even like look somewhere dark where it's... There we go. Okay. So, woo, Sparkle Dome. If you recall, we have like a secret little stairwell here to go back up and re-enter the Valine's homeworld. And I'm guessing that's the answer. We're supposed to leave that there and transport what was in its place over to the Valine. So, it's kind of an interesting mechanic in this game. I feel like a cat with a million laser pointers. Sandwich Master, no! Don't be fooled by the confetti dimension. You'll get lost in it and then never come back, and who will make our sandwiches? You were so close to your 5,000th sandwich. So this is a neat mechanic because not only do you have to jump through worlds, but when you jump, whatever, you know, device you're using at that time, it grabs a sphere of all the area around you and swaps it with a sphere in the other dimension, or the other world, or whatever you want to call it. And thusly, you move things. So as you saw when I moved the little train and was able to shoot a laser for... Ah, crap, we're here again. This is not where I want to be. Or is it? I don't know. I thought I was going back to the Valine dimension. Must I go all the way around? I don't... Oh, I guess I do. I don't quite recall, though, where I left... Oh, wait, wasn't there a shortcut? It was like a... Yeah, there's an elevator, but no way to summon it. That's right, there was a link to this dimension. Oy. It's too late, it's consumed my soul. Check for pods. There may be time, but not much. Oh no, it has you! Crap! Another person that my stream has lost. Let me see. Oh, you know how we can go back there? We just go back to near Farley's house. Adoy. I'm a winner, and I understand all the puzzles all the time forever. I'm the best. It's because it's because there's no Paul here to tell me, like, you're going the wrong way. I can't grammar right now. Oh, great. Are you turning into an alien like Mary Yosef? Super. Now you're the mayor's aide. The mayor's aide. Ugh. I'm not even gonna look at the confetti. I'm gonna look over here. Oh crap, it's following me. Damn. There's nowhere to look. The confetti has me. Ah. Alright, there we go. So let's go back to Hunrath. Hunrath, as they say. And we have our little shortcut there. And I'm not sure, but do we have a shortcut from here to go back? Oh, I think we do. I think we were supposed to ignore that one. And I, of course, flipped the first button I see because I'm like, buttons! Yes! I actually put up a highlight of last night's stream. Like, I put up a 9-minute highlight clip of us having that meltdown. That awesome meltdown. You can see where I took the bridge from. That part right there of the Valine's world is now there. Yep. I did it. But yeah, that was an awesome tantrum that I had. Wait, am I... oh, man. Are they going to make me take that one? Rocks. All rocks look the same. I don't care if that's rude. They just do. I can't... I don't want to go through here. Oh, burn. Oh, right. Gotta go over by the train. Whew. How does... you know, I've said it for the last 25 years. How does anybody get anything done in Myst? Like... hey, can you take these towels to the guest bedroom? It's like 3 worlds over. It's actually like 5 feet that way, but there's a wall in the way, so we have to do a lot of world jumping to get there. Don't even ask me what we have to do when we have to clean out the pool. Like... we never have guests. That's why it's always so barren. They just don't want to have guests over because it's that damn confusing. What did I just miss? Not much, Destiny. I flipped one of these doodads, made the confetti, and sent part of Hunrath in the junkyard over to the Valine world. And now I'm going around the long way to see what became of that. Because, as we discovered, not only do you jump between worlds with these devices, but you send parts of these worlds, you exchange them. So I want to see what I've exchanged back to this alien world from the junkyard that might be useful. Because clearly I had to do it for a reason. Can't go that way. Yeah, Farley told us there was like a sign-in area. Gotta be honest, Farley, I don't see it. Where am I going here? Oh, right, I'm going up to the bridge. I'm a little unclear as to what kind of large boulders I can climb over in this game and what kind of tiny, tiny walls I can't scale. It's a little bit irritating. Which way was this way? I need like a giant loaf of bread to just kind of sprinkle around behind myself as I play this game. But I bet giant birds would eat it. I need a lot of marbles, like a ton of marbles, or like a big ball of string. Wow! Let me transport over to the other side of the dome. This has a lot of interesting mechanics in it that, like, Myst did not. You know, like, and when I say Myst, I mean all the games. It's not just the linking books anymore. It's like, you have to figure out, if I'm on this side of the dome, it's going to transport me over to that side of the dome when I walk through it, etc., etc., etc. And that can be great, but that can also be very frustrating. Especially if you don't know where you're going. I mean, it's a neat mechanic, don't get me wrong. It's just confusing to people like me who aren't the brightest. Wow, I put a bunch of garbage in here. Gee, that was definitely a thing I wanted to do, right? Why did I want to do this? Not certain? All I did was bring a bunch of trash here. Well, I'm gonna push this button. Because it's right in front of me, and I can. And honestly, I like that little slidey doodad. These have to be next to each other for a reason. That one just took a little circle, whereas this one takes the entire sphere. Whereas Myst a different game. No, Myst, M-Y-S-T. This is the creators of Myst did this one, which is not technically a Myst game, but it's like a spiritual successor. It's basically a Myst game. But instead of books, you have these complicated travel devices where you like exchange parts of whatever dimension you're standing on, like a little patch of the land, into another world while it exchanges a piece with you. So you kind of like swap worlds. It's a little confusing. And also we got kidnapped by a giant tree. A giant, and may I say mildly obscene tree. Yeah, Sandwich, I played this game because Paws gifted it to me because he knew that I am an enormous Myst fan. Like, I love Myst. I have been playing Myst, like, I'm 35, so I've been playing Myst since I was, like, 10. I have been playing Myst for a quarter of a century, and that makes me feel gross and old, but also not even accomplished, because it's just a video game. But I have all the Myst games. I have Riven, Exile, Revelations, End of Ages, Uru, Path of the Shell, blah blah blah. Like, I have everything. I have like art books, the books like the books that they wrote about Myst. Like, I have everything because I'm a huge nerd. I'm a huge Myst fan. So when I heard that they were doing this, I was like, oh my god, I gotta get in on that crap. I gotta get in on that crap. Now, as you can see, we just transported a gigantic sphere. And interestingly enough, this is one of those odd sphere things that the mayor or whoever put up the big warning signs that says, under no circumstances must you touch these ever. In fact, I think there might be one over here, or maybe it's on the mayor's desk. Let's take a look. No, I think it's on the mayor's desk. But they were like, yeah, don't ever touch these. And guess what? I just touched the hell out of it. I touch everything. Everything. Because I'm awesome. Anyways, we've now moved that entire thing. Which means that this dome is no longer in the alien world, in the Valeen's world. So, let's go find out what is there. That's the entrance to the Arise world. We're not taking that. We're going back around. Whew. A long way to get into the Valeen's world again without taking that transporter, because all it'll do is send that piece of the ground right back again. And I have a hunch that what we want to do for this puzzle is remove it entirely and then go back and look. It may have been blocking something that we would very much like to see. At least I want to. I'm on fire for it. I don't know about you guys. Oh my god, oh my god. I did touch it. Totally. Now let's go through here. And Sandwich, a quick lesson. Every time you hear that noise, we are actually trapped in a giant dome. You see this shimmery wall and how it has like an alien world on the other side? When we walk through this wall, we're not going to that alien world. What it does is, when we're on, let's say, the south side of the sphere, as we walk through, we walk right into the north side of the sphere. It just shoves us right back into this little domed area, but on the opposite side of where we just walked out. So we never leave it. We just walk back in different areas. And it took me a long time to figure that out. For the longest time, I just thought, like, I was being really, really stupid about the topography, and I couldn't understand the map. But, for once, it turns out it wasn't my fault. For once, it turns out it was the game's fault. It's an interesting mechanic, to be sure. And now this is different, because if you recall, we exchanged this patch of area back into the Valines world. Originally, it was one of their patches, and it was all green, and it had alien technology. Now we got this bucket thing that CW has built. So we're going to exchange it again. And every time we push that button, we go into the confetti dimension. It was a Finding Nemo reference. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I like Nemo. It is pretty cool. It's a neat mechanic. It's just very confusing because, like Myst, like all good Myst games, they don't explain jack. And so you get a little confused. Like, just a tiny bit on what exactly is happening. So now we've exchanged the land again. There it is. And, can't walk out that way, though. Did you see a new area? So, how do we get down from here again? Oh, right. Oy. Go right back through the door, and we're gonna walk around slowly, because, like you do in Myst. Hey, Shingstar, thanks for the follow. Not sure if you're still on here, but... And thank you for the host paused. Where do I go to get the... Ugh. All these rocks look the same. Like Sandwich, for one thing, there was no bridge here a little while ago, and you'll notice these red rocks look a lot different from the other ones. There was no bridge here, but there was one of those little devices that I keep saying goes to the confetti dimension, but it just swaps areas in the world. There was this stone bridge in that other world we were just in, so what I did was I flipped the device and swapped them, so it brought the bridge here and the device back into the other world. And that is a neat mechanic. Like, once you can wrap your head around it, and I'll be honest, I'm not exactly the sharpest knife in the drawer by any stretch of imagination, but once you can wrap your head around it... Did I tell you guys a story about the dishes? Tell me if I told you the dishwashing story. Are there any enemies in this game? Not really that I can tell. I mean, it's very Myst, you know? Obviously, this reticle is just for, like, touching levers or pushing buttons. You have no weapons or anything, because it's a Myst game. You're not supposed to... I don't know. But guys in chat, let me know if I told you about the dishwashing story, because if I didn't, I should, because it's kind of hilarious. And it perfectly illustrates my idiocy. I think it's a fine example of how stupid I am. So let's see. What? Oh. Okay, that spooked me for a minute. I thought there was like a small person standing there, but no, it's just the flip. But look, now that we've moved that original dome, and we've got another one with a door in it, now we can access this other area back here. Which is super interesting. I'm gonna jump down there. These, the fake mayor, look at these birds. They're like flamingos, but they're kind of neat. They're like pink and white and green. They look like a flag almost. Well, let's see what this does. I love to push buttons, don't you? Boop. Nothing. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, it's an elevator. An alien elevator. An aliavator. Neat. So now we have access to this elevator. Kind of banging. Let's go down here and see what can be seen. That Fako Yosef said that they live under the water, the aliens, which I guess makes sense because there's a lot of water here, but also makes no sense because if they live under the water, why would they build other buildings above the water? Maybe they're like certain strains of mermaid who just kind of have to go back in the water to hydrate every so often, but really want to live up here. I don't know. This would appear to be a dead end. It is nice, though. Makes me want to go swimming. Look at that. That's half the fun of Myst. You still need to tell us the twirl story. Your only weapon is your sharp wit! Have you played Journey Or Abzu. No, but I would like to. I would really, really like to. You haven't? Okay, I haven't told you the dishes story. Okay, while I'm looking around, I'll tell you the dishes story. And this is a story that really makes me look like a winner, I think. This is a dead end, so I have a feeling we'll find something else here later. So one day I came home from like a convention where I was a guest there, and I had to leave like really quickly, and so I didn't have time to do the dishes at my apartment. So I was like, okay, well I'll do them when I get back, because I'm only gonna be gone like 3 days. It's like whatever. Like I fly out on Friday, I come back on like Sunday or Monday, whatever. And so I came home and I was like, man, there's a pile of dishes in my sink. Dang. And I was like, I better do these dishes. Hang on, I gotta hold still while I tell this story, because it's funny. And so I was like, yeah, I gotta do these dishes. And so I was like, man, I hope they're not too gross from like sitting in the sink for like 2 days. Like, ew, because I'm usually pretty fastidious about my dishes. I just did a load of dishes before I did the stream. So I put some soap on them and I was washing them, and I was like, these aren't getting, like, what is on these? And this was back in my old apartment where, like, it wasn't unusual. Like, it was such a crap apartment that, like, one time, like, the ceiling exploded in my bathroom because somebody, like, left the water on upstairs, and, like, it just dumped, like, it just ruined my bathroom, and oh my god. So I was like, is there something, like, because the more I washed the dishes, like, the more they just refused to be clean, and they were sticky, and there was, like, sticky residue on them, and I'm like, what the hell is it? Did something, like, leak from the ceiling? No, like, they're fine. Like, there's nothing on the ceiling. And I was just like, ew. And the more I tried to wash them, and, you know, I'm using dish soap, and I'm, like, just putting soap and using a sponge, and they're just really sticky and gross. And I was like, was I, like, I don't know, spray painting something, and I got, like, residue on these? These dishes are not getting clean. And I was scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing, and I was like, well, maybe it's, like, I don't know, like, was I eating pancakes and there's syrup on them? Because it almost kind of, like, smells like that. But I don't remember eating pancakes lately. And I was just like, these are just, like... And also, you'd think they'd get clean by now. And I was like, what the hell is wrong with these freaking dishes? And then I, like, looked at the bottle of soap that I was using next to my sink. And I was like, oh, this is maple syrup. It's like pouring, like, Mrs. Butterworth all over the dishes and trying to wash them with maple syrup. I was like, this is freaking pancake syrup. Why do they put it in a bottle that's, like, the same size and squeezy shape as a dish soap bottle? That should be freaking illegal. They should not be allowed to do that. And it was like, I was so mad at myself for it. I was like, you know what? Now the dishes aren't getting done at all. Now I'm not going to wash them. I'm going to bed. I'm so mad. Oh god, it was great. Anyways, what's up, Caddis? Sandwich, that's a good idea. Somebody make a note of that in Discord so I'll remember. Make a note of Journey and Abzu. Oh my god, are you serious? Yes, I am very serious. I was washing my dishes in maple syrup. And I was like, why do they keep getting stickier? What's the matter? So this obviously goes back to Hunrath, so let's push this button and see where it goes. I felt really stupid. But like, that's just kind of the crap. Like the other day I like looked in my fridge and I'm like, why is my cordless drill in here? You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. Maybe it wants to be. I don't know. Maybe I had a good reason for putting it in here absent-mindedly and I just don't remember. Oh man. Well, at least that loading didn't take too long. You should have passed in time for the pancake story. Pretty much. Well, that had a hole in it like it was making a doorway, and oh my god, there's like 3 more. Let's see where this leads. Huh. Look. They got a bucket of chicken down there. Oh, no, 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 no. Can I, nope. Gonna have to make a bridge. Oh... Maybe one of these things is gonna bring us a bridge from another dimension. I'd like to own a construction company where, like, that's how I build stuff. Like, I just steal stuff from other dimensions and drop it in. Like, we really want, like, a nice, like, arched buttress right here. Well, I'll see what I can get you, but if the other dimension has nothing but balconies, you're getting balconies. Yeah, I actually hadn't been eating pancakes lately, but for some reason the maple syrup was right next to the sink where the soap is, and I don't know why it was there. I am infomercial inept. Like those commercials where they're like everybody's filmed in black and white and they're just like cracking eggs is nearly impossible for human beings. Or like woman opens a cabinet in her kitchen. Why is your cabinet so impossible to open? And then they sell you something you don't really need. I live in that dimension. I absolutely live in that dimension. What the heck? Oh, this is the one I wrote in, so this is the one I... Oh, whoops. Whoops. This is the dimension I came in on. F you and the confetti you wrote in on. Okay, so this is the one I just used. So I should go back and use one of the other ones. I am infomercially inept. I'm amazing. I'm kind of incredible, dude. Oh, I did, yeah, I forgot to tell the twirl story. I might as well tell it because Sandwich hasn't heard it yet. Who is it that reminded me to... Yeah, Destiny. This is Destiny's favorite story. So, for those who don't yet know here, I work as a birthday party princess on the weekends. I don't do it so much anymore. I mostly just do it for charity now. But I used to do it like as like my main source of income when I didn't have a new comic series out. And I know a couple people who work as like actual cast members in Disney World, and you know when you're like a princess in Disney World, you can't say like, oh, who do you play? Oh, I play Snow White. You're supposed to say, oh, I'm friends with Snow White. So you say, oh, who are you friends with? Well, I'm friends with Cinderella, but sometimes I'm friends with Aurora if they need people. You know, like I don't know. They have lots of annoying code ways of talking about things, and so. I was talking to someone. You know, I didn't investigate this thing. Is it just a lighter? Can I touch it? Oh, you can rotate it! Bangin'! That's cool. Does it rotate back? Yeah, I guess so. So clearly, I'm gonna have to do something super clever here. So, one of the things that somebody told me who was a person who was a princess was and it is pretty funny. What do you do when you're like in your giant ball gown and you're walking around Disney World and greeting 272 people an hour or whatever their minimum is that they expect you to do, and you fart in your dress? What do you do, man? Because it's gonna come up, and you don't like want some kid to run up and hug Aurora and be like, Aurora stinks. I think she just farted. So what they tell the princesses to do is to step away and twirl really prettily to like diffuse the fart from under your giant ball gown. Because it's like the only way to get rid of it, because you can't just stand there and like grab the ends of your hoop skirt and start jumping up and down and like shaking out your dress like a startled chicken. You know, like you can't do that. So I'm gonna see what the middle one does. So that's what you gotta do. You gotta twirl. So if you see a princess in like Walt Disney World or Disneyland and she just kind of like is by herself and just starts like spinning and twirling like, ha ha ha, I'm being beautiful and twirly, she probably just farted. And I am 100% dead serious. So like I belong to like the Party Princess forums and like a lot of places on like groups on Facebook, and there are a lot of former cast members there, and they're like, yes, it's absolutely true. Like it's totally true. Not effing with you at all. It's really true. Oh, and it's funny too. What we have to do is we have to like turn this thing around. Oh man, we not only have to think with portals, we have to think with like extra complicated portals. Let's go back now that we've put the platform in here and see what we got going on in the other dimension. Oh, you gotta think between two different dimensions while solving a puzzle. This is the kind of information I need in my life. The cake story. I have a video of me telling the cake story on Twitch. But yeah, I mean, since we're on a roll, I'll tell Sandwich that story because they want to hear this other information. Okay, so the other day, it was like a couple weeks ago, I was at a birthday party and I was Snow White. And, you know, and I was there with, who was I with? A Cinderella. And so me and Cindy were entertaining the kids, and the parents brought out, like, the cake. And I guess the parents, sometimes they expect the birthday party princess to cut the cake, and I don't know why. Usually we don't, but, you know, it's not something we have in our contract that we do, but I'm happy to do it anyways. You know, I'm like, whatever. So, So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll cut the cake. I don't care. I don't care. I'll do whatever. Hey, where'd that come from? Was this here before? I guess not. I guess I just managed to do it on my own. This is what I do with these stupid math puzzles, is I just stumble into them. Let's just try something random here. So, I was like, yeah, okay, I'll be happy to cut the cake, I suppose. Let's see what that does. And, well, it made part of the bridge, just not the part we want. And we gotta get the part we want. So, I was like, yeah, okay. And so, they hand me the knife, and I'm trying to cut through this cake and be, like, cute and dainty at the same time, you know? But I'm having a hell of a time doing it. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just putting these together. And I think maybe, I was like, I'm assuming it's an ice cream cake, because it's so damn hard to, oh man, now I've got the first and third, but not the middle piece. It's so thick, and Cindy is watching me, well, Mara, the girl playing Cinderella, is watching me struggle with this cake, and I've got this giant knife. It's not exactly a small knife. And I'm just like, like struggling through it, but I'm trying to be like cute and dainty at the same time. And so, and I'm just really certain that it's an ice cream cake, because it's so stupid hard to cut. And so I was like, oh my, what kind of cake do you think it is? I think there's a surprise inside. You know, like, because usually they're like, oh wow, it's an ice cream cake, yay, big surprise. Turns out it wasn't. It was just like solid freaking block of frosting. It was like a brick of frosting inside. And it was just amazingly dense. And so I was just like, oh my god. And I finally got it all cut. Like, finally. I think I've almost got this here. Let's see. Because I got the first and the third going on. Just gonna remember what I did before. And so I'm cutting the cake. And I'm just amazed I got through the stupid thing. And so I was like, oh, there is a surprise. It's vanilla. Oh, my favorite. Like, I was just like, crap, how do I sell, like, I already sold this as a surprise. Oh, it's just vanilla. A giant block of vanilla frickin' frosting. Oh, this is the laser I blasted. I broke it with my other laser. I win. And so I'm cutting the cake, and I'm cutting, like, okay, so when I cut cakes, what's up, Easy Boy? How's it going? My friend Michael is watching with me, and he hadn't heard it. Good job, Michael. Good job for the terrible pun. You win. So, I'm cutting the cake, and I don't know how other people cut cakes. Maybe they cut cakes sensibly, where they look at how big the cake is, and then they look at how many people are there, and then they cut small, like, sensible sizes of cake. But I don't! Oh, wait. If we made the bridge here, can we transport the bridge with us? Let's take a look. Let's open this thing up. So, like, I kind of, like, I'm so used to cutting, like, the same kind of sheet cake at parties that I just kind of, you know, I'm like, alright, yeah, like, 6 across, 4 down. And I apply that grid to everything in life, no matter how big or small the cake is. I'm not really thinking, I'm not really scaling it, you know, and I just kind of, like, scale up that grid, and so it was actually a really big cake, and so I'm cutting pieces of cake for the kids, and I noticed that I'm cutting them, these kids are, like, 3 years old, and I'm cutting them a piece of cake that's roughly the size of a brick, like, if a brick was square. It's, like, amazingly huge, and the parents are just looking at me like, what are you doing? That kid's gonna eat, like, 1/10 of that and be full, and I was just like, oh my, that's a lot of cake. I'm like, they're gonna be so mad at me for wasting their stupid cake. And like, the girl playing Cinderella's trying not to laugh at me, and I was like, I'm like, how do I save this? And I'm just like,
Oh, well, I'm so used to living with my dwarf friends. They love to have big pieces of cake. That way they don't have to ask for seconds.
you know, and like the parents kind of laugh, and then I kind of play it off. I like look at the kid. I'm like,
There you go, Devin. There's a piece for you and your entire 10-person family.
and it makes the parents laugh, you know. So I was like, oh god. And the parents actually, you know, they told me later they just found it funny. They're like, we'll just cut it in half or maybe fourths. And I was like, I'm sorry, I wasted your cake. I'm trying the same thing because I'm assuming that'll work. Yeah, it did. Sweet. I was just like,
Oh my, I seem to have cut you a piece of cake the size of your head. Sorry.
hello, Oleg. The gauntlet area is complex. It was meant to be. The Valine intended it to provide friction. Whoa. The idea is to slow down any mass movement within the world now that we have begun to have suspicions. You'll notice they have reformed and extruded entire areas to confuse and slow down any mass attack. Your task will be to reset all the locks before being potted. Please keep this to yourself. I used a shade of blue ink that is not easily visible to the Mofang. Oh, and there's a diagram at the bottom. Numbered 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ah, my water pitcher. Thank God. Oh. You just left a perfectly good chair there. Rude. Ugh. So, the, fun exposition for this area is, oh, well, we suspect that the Mofang aliens are going to attack, so, we're, for some reason, we made this really, really hard to get through, to slow them down, to slow down any mass attack by them. Okay, sure. Alright, so it looks like I just gotta go back and then rotate this disc and then come back. And then I can move the bridge to the other side. Alright, so that's how you want to play your game? Alright, get bent. I don't care. Oh man, it's so dark in here I can barely see the button. Now where's the lever? Oh wait, does this one have a lever? I don't think it has a lever. No. The note is written on a doily. Dude, nice save. yeah. Go make soup. Everything's written on a doily, Caddis. Did you notice in Farley's room, she had stuff written on doilies. I did go back and read her journal, and it's like a bunch of live journal whining. She also refers to herself as a destroyer of worlds, which I think is being generous. There we go. There. So when we go back into the other world, we'll take this whole sphere with us and be able to make another bridge. Look who's thinking with interdimensional portals. Yeah, she was like, she used, like, the world's worst analogy. She was basically talking about, like, oh, well, why did the tree bring us here? Oh, well, I was meditating with the Arai, those bug creatures, who I guess she's, like, BFFs now with, and, she apparently in other notes says that she talks to them a lot. And she's like, I don't know if they opened my consciousness enough that I was able to have this, like, prophetic dream. And I was like, okay. But what she said was, she was, like, having a dream where she was like, oh, you know, like, I had a dream that I had this garden, and no matter how I tried to tend to the plants and, like, water them and take care of them and everything and keep them in their little boxes and everything, they just died. And when I finally left them to their own devices to scatter everywhere across and outside the garden, they totally flourished. And maybe that's what the tree is supposed to be doing for us is, you know, if we keep to ourselves on Earth or in our other planets, we'll die. So we have to scatter across the world to become, like, more hardy and, you know, inured to hardship and whatever. And, you know, and that's what the tree will do for us. And I was just like, that's a terrible analogy because the plants themselves were distributing themselves all over the garden. They did not get kidnapped by an alien tree and, like, dragged across the world. They spread naturally. But she was like, oh, you know, and now they're, like, really mad because I don't know if maybe the Mofang think it's, like, survival of the fittest and, you know, they want to fight against us. And she's like, I will not go quietly into that good night! And, man, there's buckets everywhere. People. Next time when you need a bucket, you're not going to be able to... How do I open this? I know what door this is. It's that thing by the waterfall. But how do I... What is it? Rusted shut? Maybe it's not the one by the waterfall. No, it's not. Okay. I thought it was on the other side of it, but I guess not. Alright, well, I've got that open. So that looks like it's a shortcut to somewhere. This is still that collapsed in area. Man, buckets everywhere, huh? So I'm gonna go back. Take this back with me. What? So she's like, well... And also she pointed out that, like, everybody who's been kidnapped by the tree was, I guess, about to die anyways. Like, a lot of people were like, somebody was about to be in a ski accident, somebody was, I don't know, about to be struck by lightning. So she's like, well, you know, the tree really saved you. And I was like, you know, Farley, you can suck up to the alien tree all you want. But in the end, I'd rather die on Earth than live here. Because at least I will have died where I began. And you are... Oh, you are just creasing me, honey. Just creasing me. And so, okay, now that we've moved that, we're going to do it again. But she's like, well, I don't want to be scattered, and oh no, do I have to fight these other aliens and kill them that we may survive? Will I become the destroyer of worlds? I'm like, I think destroyer of worlds is a little generous for you, Hausfrau. You're like, calm down, dude. Like, survival is not really that complicated, and you are not a destroyer of worlds. She's like, can love be born from hate and fear? I'm like, oh my god, this is literally somebody's live journal. I refuse to read this. This is a terrible thing. I'm not reading this anymore. And she's like, I usually don't journal, but she wrote that like 9 pages after she'd been journaling forever. I was like, this is literally somebody's live journal. I usually don't write on here, but I just have to go ahead and say, and I don't care who gets upset by it, can love be born from fear? I have become the destroyer of worlds. You and your portals. I should start signing my emails with destroyer of worlds. I am the destroyer of worlds, writes a nice passive-aggressive note on a doily. Has a puppet theater in her bedroom. Yeah, you're the destroyer of a lot of things, I'm like so sure. Alright, where do we go now? Oh, we just ended up here. I guess that's just a shortcut, and we still cannot open that door, because we're going to have to open it from another side. I wonder if this can be rotated around to go over there. Let's find out. I don't think we could do anything more here anyways. You and your portals. Yeah, I was just like, Farley, calm down. Like, you are not the destroyer of worlds. You're not even... You're like the... Aren't you like the welcome center chair assistant of worlds? You're not even the mayor of worlds anymore, if you recall. Yosef is. Hang on. I'm gonna get the rest of my dinner. Oof. Standing is impossible, I swear. I have become Punko, destroyer of pizza! Eater of cats. Hang on, guys, just a second. I'm gonna, like, subtitle this video, like, Destroyer of Worlds. You and your portals. No, I don't think I can rotate this one around. Let's take a step back here. I think that may just be there as, like, a shortcut. Perhaps we've done all we can there. I am Punko, destroyer of Stroganoff. Alright. So, I feel like there's more that can be done here. But... yeah, there's that guy. I put that bridge over there, but it does not lead to much, except for that one thing. You know, that one thing. Are there any other portal? Oh, yeah, there's one right here. But the thing is over there. So, obviously, we cannot activate it from this side. What we have done is opened up a bunch of stuff, as is our wont. But hang on. Oh, wait. You know what? 1 second. 1 second. I'd like to know if we can move this out of the way. What did I tell you, Paws? Don't give me hints unless I want them. I will ask you for a hint. Sheesh. You don't trust me to do anything by myself. You know, I got up today and I put on pants. I'm already, like, way ahead of most people. Like, crazy ahead. And I figured out the license plates. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm gonna put that over there. I'm telling you, you better not give me any more hints or I swear to God I will just own you. Put you in the worst headlock of your life. Take the middle one, since that doesn't move anything. I can never tell where the stupid button is. Here we go. Ah, green and blue, the color of aliens. Totally, like absolutely. Everybody knows green is the color of aliens. I don't know why, since most of our planet is like green and blue. For some reason, that's the color of aliens. It's always going to be electric green, though. That's not a color we usually see, I guess. Okay. Now, is this the way I just went? There. I knew I'd have to go through there. Now I found another one. God, these things are everywhere. Wait. Sorry, I'm just looking around for a moment here. Yeah, no, that was... Okay. Boy, these things... There's quite a lot of them, isn't there? Kind of losing track of where they go. Hey, kitten sugars! Hey, you're here! We missed you, bro. We missed you. Everybody say hi to Kitten. Kitten, you missed a very exciting Batman comic on Wednesday. The chat came up with something that was truly epic, in my mind. I think in everybody's mind, in all right God-fearing Americans' minds, that was a really, really good Batman comic. It was excellent. I enjoyed it a lot. And now I'm leaping through portals. A lot. But at least the confetti dimension doesn't take that long now. You know? Or it doesn't take as long. It's like, it's still kind of a pain in the neck, but... So much glitter. Yeah, that's like, that's another reason I can't party princess anymore. My house is full of glitter, you guys. Like, so much glitter. Oh, other way. Ugh, it all looks the same after a while. Okay. What? Did I just bring it back? No, now it's like... Now it's a ball of alien stuff inside a ball of Hunrath inside another ball of alien stuff. Okay. Welp. Portals! I'll have to go back and watch it. Yeah, you do. It's only 2 videos and it's really great. They really crease Gordon's cabbages, as the chief says. Plus, it's got a crossover with Monopolis Donuts. Okay, I'm not even... Okay, there we go. I was like, I'm not even spinning this. It's just doing it itself, because glitter. Damn confetti dimension. There's always like a party in the confetti dimension. Like, there's always confetti, but there's no party. I'd like to go to the endless snack wells dimension. Okay. We got that thing back. Look at this. It's like a chamber inside of a chamber. Oy. I'm gonna go back one more time and take a look at this. Glitter never really goes away. It really doesn't. Yep, cabbages were creased, my friend. Creased like you wouldn't believe. Whatever that means, we did it. Where's the lever? There you are. Whew. I wish I had, like, I want, like, a musical cue. Like, if we play this again, like, if we keep going with this game, I want, like, a musical cue that plays every time the glitter dimension comes up. It's like... Those stories were really funny. I kind of have a million of them. I think I told about the Dance of My People the other day. That was a painful story, my friends. Oh, did we get through? Just had to do it one more time? Yes! I'm not even going to pretend I was smart enough to have done that on purpose. Look, another alien elevator. But first, gonna follow the path of the shell here. Path of the shell. It's another Myst reference you got. Oh, and just like the path of the shell, it ends obnoxiously. Oy. I'm gonna write to them and be like, this was a Path of the Shell reference. This thing right here. It can't not be. Look at it. Come on. Does it go up or just down? No, it goes up. Oh, don't tell me they have a maze. Oh, you have to rotate it. I see. These kind of puzzles I can get behind. I'm okay with these. Now that one goes straight in there, and that's also a dead end. So I don't wish to go that way. Clearly, we're gonna have to set it up where... Go back. We move these around, and then we rotate the individual pieces. So I'm thinking like go through here, rotate it to go there, rotate it to go there. Or possibly not. Let's go check out the elevator, see if it goes down at all. What is your favorite princess to play? Oh, it does go down. An Amazon package. Same difference. A 10-pound jar of black glitter! Oh my god, that sounds amazing, actually. I actually play not only most of the princesses, like I obviously don't play like Mulan or Tiana or anybody because I'm a white chick, so it would be highly offensive to put me in that role. But I don't only play the princesses, I also play some of the princes because I'm the tallest girl, and I say girl, but come on, I'm like 35. The only reason I even have my... What the... It just transports the walls? That's interesting. The only reason I actually still have a job as a party princess is because my boss is like, look, you easily look like 23. Because you, like, buy stock in sunscreen and have been wearing it every single day of your life since you were 17. I'm like, yes. She's like, seriously, because most party princesses kind of bag out at, like, 25. They're not... Oh, so we went back down in here. Ooh, this is confusing. But I'm still the tallest, and I still have the deepest voice, so... Often I have to play the prince. I'm Flynn Rider. Yeah. You know, like... Better than that, though. I don't feel like doing my prince voice. But... I wear, like, a muscle shirt under my regular prince costume to Give me more of like a defined look. And also I play mascots. I have a really kick-ass Ninja Turtle mascot that I made myself because I was not happy with the ones that that most companies buy. They look kind of blech. Hey, here's the other side of that door. What? Oh, right. I knew that. Hey, now we got a shortcut. Good for us. Gonna go back though. A lot of stuff to blow people up. They keep saying this is a game that people have been potted or chambered. I don't know if that means that they've been put underground into, like, different areas or something. I don't know. All I know is they made a big old mess. They can't just put their stuff away. Seriously, you've been planning this for weeks. I mean, come on. Put your stuff away. Put up your toys before you go... Oh, shoot. Huh. Now it's doing that thing where it's going to load a new area. So... Perhaps this means we're going to get something really complicated right after I take this next step. I want a jar with water and black glitter that I can just shake all the time. Black glitter is pretty great. I'm kind of sick of glitter though, because like when you've been a party character for so long, even if you don't play the princess, you're usually with a princess or like a fairy or something. Or even the pirates have, like, glitter tattoos that they do at the parties, so you just get glitter on you anyways. My car is permanently, like, has glitter ground into the rug. And I have glitter on, like, everything I own. Like, no matter how much I clean and no matter how much I vacuum, like, I'll go out one day, I could be staying at my parents' house for, like, a week, like, on vacation or something, totally away from my house, all my clothes are washed, all my stuff is brand new, and I'll get up one day and I'll just have, like, a big spangle of glitter, like, right on the end of my nose, like, just from nowhere. And, which isn't as funny as when I was putting on my shoes the other day. Oh man, this must be loading a big section because I can't walk forward or backwards. You can see it's loading in the corner there. I was putting on my shoes the other day and I'm like, what the hell is in my shoe? Or is there something in my sock? And I took my foot out and looked on the, flipped my foot over and looked the back of my foot and, there was a pair of googly eyes looking back at me, like stuck to the bottom of my sock, so it looked like my sock had eyes. And I was like, Jane, because my sister is the only person I know who loves googly eyes and puts them on things all the time, like her faucet or like whatever. And like, so if there are googly eyes around anywhere in my house, because I certainly don't buy them and we don't use them at parties, then it's pretty much guaranteed my sister had something to do with it. Probably she gave them to me years ago and somehow they ended up floating around my apartment and then looking at me on my sock. So now we have opened up that section and you can see we removed a piece of the maze here, put it in this dimension. And we did go this way, right? Yes, because I was complaining about what a mess it was. So, looks like what we're going to have to do is take and then remove, and then take and then remove several different sections of this maze so that we can get to where we need to go in the maze in the other dimension. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to go upstairs and go back. Whoops. I'm not going to go up the dead end. I'm going to go back to the world through another portal, leaving this one here. Oh, look, there's buttons. Hang on, I'm going to play with this. Aha! Look at that. And that's how we rotate the pieces. Interesting. And I guess this just rotates it back? Yeah. Be right back. Gonna get noms. Enjoy your noms, Destiny! Glitter everywhere. Sensory bottles. And I make them weekly for our children at work. Okay. Well, make a point not to go left there when you come back every time. It loads all of Hunrath with a long load time. Alright. Well, I'll do that if I need a snack. How about that? And I could just sit and eat. Okay, so we're gonna take the long way around. Take a shortcut. Back to where we wish to go. Shoot, do I want to move this? I don't think I want to move that. I think I want that just where it is. I'll take this one. I might be accidentally going, like, the long way around, but at least then I know where I'm going. At least I'm sure that I'm doing something that I can find my way back. Good thing you played with those buttons before you left. Yeah, as soon as I notice a button, I have to mess with buttons. I gotta touch them. I love buttons. I want to push all the buttons forever. Man, how am I still hungry? I just had, like, dinner. Oh, I don't think I am. I think I'm just thirsty. Sometimes when you think you're hungry, you're actually just thirsty. Let me get another drink. I just did the dishes, for crying out loud. You know, you do that thing where you do the dishes and then you're like, I don't want to make dinner because it's going to put more dishes in the sink. Like, I know eventually I'll have to do that in my life sometime anyways, but I just don't want to. I'm making a point not to backseat play this anymore. Well, thank you. I'm not as dumb as people think. I can accomplish some things. And I'm sure she enjoys it more. Well, I appreciate that. I do enjoy it more when I get to do it myself. Oh, crud. I left the, Oh, there's a recall button, thank God. I'm like, I left the elevator down there. Okay, so now this thing has moved completely. Because I turned it around. So now let's go up. Take a look at this. Turn this thing around for fun. Why not? Now, it looks as though the one that gets portaled back to the other dimension for us to rotate is the one that's in the immediate front of this. What I want to do is I'm trying to figure out where we're supposed to go. I think it's over there. So, let's see. If I rotate this one, I can go do 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 do, and then I rotate that one. But no, it will block off. So no, I will not do that. Unfortunately, it's not like going to be, I don't think it's a solution where you're going to be able to go do, 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 and then go over. You're going to have to go through the whole damn thing. So let's rotate this once more. Now, hang on, let's spin it one more time. I like puzzles like this until I don't. Until I get mad at them. Now we do have some fixed pieces in the middle, so this really shouldn't be that hard. But they may not be... Like, for instance, I think this one needs to be rotated so it goes over there. And if I had a straight piece here, that would be terrific, but I don't, so... Oh wait, no, go back. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to do this in my head. This is one of the parts where Myst is not always fun to stream, because you just gotta watch me silently think about things. Which I know is terribly exciting. So if we go that way, go around, and then, where's my mouse? I can't indicate things. There we go. So if you keep that like that, go around, this one flips around to angle the other way, then we go through there, and then out that way? It seems as though that's an exit. That looks like an exit over there, because you can see it's got like the dots, and it's got that little thing over there. I don't know if I'm supposed to go over there, but let's aim for over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this one alone, and I'm going to flip this one. Going to rotate it once. And then, after I flip that one, I'm going to flip this one twice. So let's try that. I think it'll be hilarious. Oh my god, you have to actually look right at the button. Thinking of doing a playthrough on my stream of The Witness, if my system can handle it. She'd be able to get chat revenge. Dude, I'll host you. I'll host you if you play The Witness, and I will, tell you how bad you are at things. All the way through chat. All the way through chat. I think it would be great. I think we should all go do that. We should all go invade Paused when he's doing one of his. Because then I can sit here and work on other stuff and talk about how bad you are at things. Nah, I'd be mostly supportive. Mostly. I'd basically just, like, post a bunch of funny banana gifs. like every 2 minutes, just to be really irritating. Chat revenge. I like that. Okay, we're gonna go spin this dude around. Now, where did we leave those buttons? I think we left them over here, right? Now we're gonna spin this once. Crap. Which way do we want to spin it? Does it matter? I think we went the wrong way. Let's try it once more. See, I had assumed it would simply swap, you know? Hang on. That's how it was before, right? So one... No, that's not. That was how it was originally. I guess I had thought that it would spin and simply swap so that it would realign to the you know what I'm talking about. It would just swap once is what I'm saying, but no, it just rotates 4 times like the rest of them. So let's go take a look. This is what Myst is all about. Doing something, not being sure if you did the right thing, and then having to walk all the way around to check it again. That is literally Myst. I missed this, I really did. I'm not sure why or how, but I did. That or Quern. You can play Quern. Go for it, dude. Play whatever you like. I'll auto-host you if I'm doing something else. Confetti dimension. I really need like a funny clip of music to play every time that goes on. Like yakety sax or something. Anything to make it funnier, more comical, whatever. Anything to make it less lame. I'd like to think the Valine are actually like they are living under the water and they're just down there like, what is she doing up there? Like, she's really bad at this. And why did we build all our towers above ground if we all live underground? Like, I don't know. We didn't think this thing through. They're down there with Boulderfish. Boulderfish is like, oh, I love all this water. At last I'm with my people. Okay, I did not entirely flip it. I needed to, yeah. Alright, so it needs to flip in... Okay, so if we're... it's hard because I don't think it's oriented in the direction I wish to look at it. Okay, okay, so when we walk into it, underneath it, we're walking in this angle. Correct. So, however it's oriented when we take it into the other world, we want it to go one turn counterclockwise. Okay, let's see if I can get this right, you guys. I knew this was going to be kind of a pain, but I was ready for it. Have I ever played Beyond Atlantis 2? No, Fritz, I haven't. Should I? Is it good? I'll play it if you say it's a good game. I do like things about Atlantis. I always kind of wanted to go to that Atlantis resort, but I didn't... I don't know if I heard that like it wasn't as great as people said, but... Does it have confetti loading times? If it doesn't have confetti loading times, I'm already 100% on board. Alright, here's the exit. We're gonna go up here. I think I got this now. I think. So we need to go... No, other way. Oh, damn it. Other way. Entirely the other way. Here we go. Okay, back to start. And then one more. And that should be okay. That should be what we need. But yes, paused. I'm doing my best not to turn left and make it reload all of Hundrath. Because I don't want to go outside. I just want to stay down here, in the rocks. I'm happy down here. Leave me alone, Mom. I don't want to go outdoors. Yeah. Okay. I like the Valine's device because you just open that little thing instead of looking for the lever and then looking for the button. It's good but old. Well, it might be old but good. You don't know. I'll check it out. Somebody mentioned that in Discord too. Put that in the Patreon chat. Yeah, I specifically have a Patreon chat, like, in Discord, like our private server, so that, anybody who backs me for, like, $1 a month on Patreon not only gets all the rewards and, like, enters for the prizes and everything, but also you definitely get to vote for and, like, suggest video games for us to play next. So, people go mention that in Pizza Burn Fridays in the channel on our server. Ah, I was really hoping that would work. Do I have to turn it one more time? I feel like that won't really reach. Yeah, I don't know that that will actually work. Maybe I'm not supposed to go that way at all. You ever think about that? I don't know, I'll try it. We'll flip it back here. Maybe I got it wrong, but I don't think I did. Guys, if I give it a quarter turn this way, I don't think it's going to line up. No, it won't, because the... Here, hang on. Go back here. Yeah, I really don't think it will. I'll do it, though. Oh, I'll do it. But I just don't think it's going to line up. Playing through the longest journey randomly. Slides in dramatically. I'm back and fed! I'm both those things too, dude, which is awesome. Congratulations. And that should be blocked off. I'll move this one more time, but I don't think this is correct. I think it's screwing with me. And usually I'm really good at these kind of slidey puzzles, but having to leave and go into another dimension to move the pieces is kind of a new one for me. It's not really something I'm used to. Yo, Destiny, what'd you eat? Yeah, Destiny, what'd you have for dinners? You literally have to escape from hell. You know what, Fritz? I'm kind of on board with that now. Like, now I'm... Oh, I didn't push the button. Ugh. God. I'm kind of on board with that. Somebody mentioned that in Discord, like, because I'm doing this. Like, somebody get in Discord and write in, Quern, Quern, or... Oh, Beyond Atlantis 2. Put both those in. And Destiny, tell us what you have for dinner. Inquiring minds want to know. Okay. Well. No, not that way. No. See, I'm pretty sure it's gonna move too much. That's the thing. See, watch when I tap this here. Yeah, way too far. You know what? No. This must not be the correct piece. Might just be that I don't have to use that one and I have to go through some other path. This place looks like hell. You'd think they could clean it up a little while they're getting attacked by aliens, but no. You know what I liked about Uru? About some of the later Myst ones is that you had your own damn book that was actually hooked to a pocket on like the side of your pants. So instead of like being dependent on going back and forth through all things like this to transport, you just flip the book open and touch the page and go where you want. Ooh, ravioli. That sounds delicious. I'll ask for a hint in 1 second. Pause. Just give me a second. Let me look at it one more time. Cheesy ravioli does sound kind of boss right now. Ugh, I kind of hate playing this game because it's a nice sunny day in the game and it's garbagey winter right here. I get mad seasonal affective. I'm like, ugh, when is it gonna be summer again? I hate it here. It's so dark and depressing. And it snowed today. Oops. Keep almost jumping down the elevator shaft. This ain't Portal. There we go. Let's take a look. Yeah. Oh. Well... that did a thing. Accidentally, but it did a thing. Hey, look at that! Hey, if I just rotate this one, then I can get through. I wasn't even planning on going in that direction. Yay for ungodly coincidence! Okay, so just rotate this one time clockwise. Let's go! Yeah! I returned from my snack find, which took forever because you cut your thumb. Oh no! R.I.P. right thumb! I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry about your thumb. Everybody kiss Kitten Sugar's thumb to make it feel better. But make sure you don't have any germs on your mouth. Last thing we need is for it to get infected, and then Kitten Sugars gets gangrene in their finger, and then we're all in trouble. Damn you, confetti dimension. There. Wah. Ooh, I should go out and check my mail. I always forget to do so. Stuff's sitting out there forever, like, is she ever gonna come back? Nope. Ah! Oh my god, look how fast I'm doing this. Yeah! Okay. Alright. once clockwise. Keep picking the wrong button. Ugh. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good as long as you got snacks. That's right. I would not be able to art if I lost my left hand. Well, I would, because I would just determine that I would learn to become right-handed. Because nothing would really stop me. And I do actually, I can draw pictures. Like, I can draw a picture and then draw the reverse of it with my right hand. I had a video on YouTube of me doing that. I drew a picture, and then I put the pen down and picked up the pen in my right hand and drew the picture in reverse right next to it. But it's not as easy as it looks, and it takes a bit more a lot of concentration. Not entirely ambidextrous. But if I lost my left hand, I would learn to draw with my right. Somehow. Speaking of snow, we got a foot of snow where I live. Oh my god. You can hold pencils with your toes? That's kind of cool. You could art with your feet. One time I was working on this book that I wrote that was really terrible, and nobody should ever read it because it was awful, and I wrote it in high school, and I did type one chapter using just my big toes, just to see if I could do it, and I did, but there was precious little capitalization. It was hard to coordinate my feet to do that for some reason, but I had nothing better to do, so I did. Huh. Can't help but notice still not open. Did I turn it the wrong way? What the? Oh, I thought that was a right-handed one. Oh my god, it's not. I suck. You're the worst. Forever, you're the worst. I was so sure I had that, you guys, and then I realized that's not a right-handed piece. Pebs says hi. What's up, Pebs? That book available for me in PM. No, you don't. You don't have that book. No one has that book. It will never see the light of day. Except I have a paper copy of it here on the shelf in a giant binder. Oh my god, pause, no! How come that one... Hang on, back up. Back up a bit here. Oh no, it's on the thing. Okay. I was like, how come that one does thing? Well, there's another little bridge over there, and I bet I could walk through there to end up somewhere else. So maybe I need to go over there and not there. In which case, I would rotate... Ooh. No. I'm like, in which case... not so much. I hate these things. They seem like they don't link up to anything. They're just doing it to bug me, you guys. You did, in fact, have a right-handed piece. I don't know what that means. Wait. I did have a right-handed piece, but then I didn't? Aw, crap. Are these things swapping when I'm not looking? Oh my god, that's it, isn't it? You guys, that's it, isn't it? I'm not thinking with interdimensional portals. I'm thinking that I'm just bringing this one there and then flipping it around and then bringing it back. But of course I'm not bringing it back. I'm swapping it with another one. Oh, God! Of course. So what's the piece I left behind? Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I've been using this mechanic all day. Of course. No wonder they're not lining up. Oh, Punko, dumbest person in the room. Oh, Pebs, Paul's not here tonight. He's not feeling well, so he's at home. Sorry. You can just text him. He might be feeling better tomorrow. I don't know. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. I knew that. You swap the pieces. You don't just bring them there and start screwing with them. Oh, see? This is a different piece. Oh my god. Alright, then. This doesn't become just a game of rotating, it's a game of rotating and swapping. Now I understand. Doesn't make me any smarter, but I understand. This is like the license plates. Pause, stop giving me the stupid answers. I just figured it out. And don't tell him to get on chat. He's not feeling well. Leave him alone. Hang on. Okay. There. One second, guys. Hang on. Okay. Look at that. I'm sure it'll stop eventually, but... yeah. Okay. Well, good job me forgetting a major mechanic of this game, which is that when you go through those portals, they swap things. They don't just bring things to other dimension, they swap them for something else. Duh. So, what I want is to go over there. What I have right now is this. Go around, 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 and if I get, let's see here, an angled piece, that would be really great. But I can't. However, I can swap this piece for that piece. And put this piece... No, I need a right angle. Hang on. Whew. It's tricky, you guys. It's tricky. Oh, if only I had a 3-junction piece, that would actually be really great. But I don't. Let's see. Turn that around again. Oh, I hate that I only have one, like, little right turn piece. The other one that I left in the other dimension is I think it's one of these. I don't think it's a right turn piece. Let's go find out what it is. Because I actually forget what it is, and it's kind of hard to see from the top. So I'm going to swap it out for another one. Whoop. Okay, here we go. Oh man, the confetti dimension is making so many guest appearances today. It knows how much we dislike it. So I swapped that for the other one. Now I'm going to go up here, up here, up here. But this time I'm not even going to swap it or look at it. I'm just going to go back. You know, I love that Farley's like, well, we have to do all this nonsense and we have to make this, like, super complicated to slow down any attacks by the Mofang. I don't think the Mofang would want to attack. I think they'd see this garbage and just be like, nope. I hate the confetti dimension. This is trash. I don't feel like doing this anymore. And they would just leave. They would just be like, this is a terrible, terrible puzzle. I'm leaving. Whoop. Mofang would just, like, zap in and be like, alright, we're gonna take over. No, seriously? This is how you get around? Good God, people. You're not even worth conquering. You're annoying. Forget it. I'm not conquering this garbage. Alright, let's go up and see what we did. Ah, that is a right piece. Good. There was a right piece in the other world, so we do have 2 right pieces. Excellent. In fact, all we gotta do is swap it back, turn it, and then swap it back again. So it needs to go clockwise, and then we're there. Whew. This may be easy to other people, but it's taxing my tiny brain like you wouldn't believe. It's taxing my ability to be smart about things like nobody's business. Okay, so we're gonna go take this piece back, we're gonna turn it clockwise once, and then we're gonna bring it back. Oh my god, it's like a train switching station in hell. Oh my god. This is like what your luggage feels like when it gets lost in the Denver airport forever. How do you have Twitch record your streams so that they're listed under your videos? It does it automatically, oddly enough. Anything that I, when I hit, start streaming in my OBS, in my, my recording software, it, automatically goes in. Okay, so this is clockwise? Yes. Hope we can still get inside it. I assume we can. Yes, because it has 2 doors. Let's take this thing back. But yeah, it just does it automatically to anything that I stream. That's why sometimes I have to go into my videos and take out, like, when I do, like, 12-second, like, just test streams to see that it's working, and then it will list it under my videos. The Denver airport is a scary place. It is, especially if you're luggage, kitten. Especially if you're luggage. You'll never escape. Okay, feeling good about what I accomplished here. Whoop. Let's go up and see what we got. Yes! Success! Yeah. See? I can do it. I don't need a lot of hand-holding. I can do it on my own time. It's just, I gotta think about it, that's all. I don't play these games on my stream to be like, okay, I'm going to play the most efficient walkthrough of this ever, and if I don't get the puzzle immediately, just tell me how to do it. No. It'll take me a while, but I will get it. It's fun. It's also fun to play it with people who, you know, also don't get it, because then they're like, hey, maybe I can help. So that one looks like it's solved already. I'm just going to leave it alone for now. The Denver airport is a scary place. I'm sure I've been routed through the Denver airport a couple of times. I forget. I fly so much that I don't even remember where I've been. I like the Chicago airport, okay. Uh-oh. Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? And not about generic store-bought Girl Scout cookies? Because I am thinking about that. But I'm also thinking we may have to set this to something and then go back. Oh, what's that? Oh, we had to remove a thing. Now there's like a sky tram. Neat. But now we gotta get over there. Oh, you can actually like travel through it. Oh, let's go. That looks cool. Look at that. You guys, we're gonna go on a future ski lift. In the jungle where there's no skiing. It's gonna be sick. Let's see if we can get up there from here. I don't think we can, though. But at least we can get a look at it from the side. Okay, so, so we gotta, now we gotta move this around again. I guess we had to open this, and then we have to move the path around again so we can go over there, go up there, and then beat up the hollow mare. Yeah! Or at least that's what I plan on doing. That guy's a chump and a half. Alright. So, let's see what we got here, Biz. Whoop. Okay. I want to swap some pieces. Yes, I do. Do we have any others? No, we don't have any straight ones. Ah, that sucks. Okay, but there's only so many exits here, so... even see if like that actually connects. No, it doesn't. Or does it? No, I guess you could go out that way. Technically speaking. I don't care to though. Okay, so yeah. So can't go that way. So it's gotta be one of these arrangements. So, okay, if I flip this one around and then rotate that one, we'll be able to leave. Okay, so this one doesn't really matter which way I turn it, just gotta turn it once. Dun dun dun. To the land of lost luggage, no one ever returns. Well, I know my luggage doesn't return, that's for damn sure. The Denver airport is a terrifying place that nobody should ever go into. Also the confetti dimension. Okay, so we just flip this once. I love how fast I do that. Doesn't really matter which way we turn it. And then we take it back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Okay. Boy, Paused was right when he said we have to do all the confetti stuff today. The confetti stuff. You know, getting all that confetti out of the way. Getting all that portaling and whatnot. Time, space leaping. Oh, man. Whew. Wow. Okay. aliens are just watching from their water like, man, she's really bad at this. I can't believe it took her that long to catch on. Smug aliens think they're so great. Okay, so now we just gotta go... Oh, no. Other way. Like, literally, why would you build this except to frustrate people? Hey, Ted, you know what we should have, like, right in the middle of, like, our walkway? Well, what should we have? A really, really, really annoying passageway. I mean, like, seriously annoying, dude. Like, for real. Okay, so... one turn counterclockwise. And then bring it back. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense now that I realize that we're simply exchanging pieces. There are 5 pieces instead of 4. Aw. Okay, Caddis. You have a good night.
Sleep well.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking my messages real quick here. Whoop. Keep almost walking out into nothing. I want that bucket. I want to keep that bucket. I like that bucket. Oh, what did I say? Counterclockwise or clockwise? Oh, crap. I think I said counterclockwise, right? Ugh. For some reason, I never guess which is the button. I think I said counterclockwise. I hope so. I hope I did that right. I gotta write down what I'm supposed to do because I will forget within about 30 seconds of what it is I was doing. Your stream froze, be right back. Okay, Apollo. Just refresh. Oh, I hope that was the right thing. I think that was right. Yes. Awesome. No, for crying out loud. I don't want to going that way. I'm going this way. There. Nice. I did it. So much glitter. Yeah, the aliens really love them some glitter. I'll tell you that much. And really, really stupid mazes. Like, literally, why did you spend so much time building this in your world? Like, I really, really want to slow down production. Like, boy, this will really slow down the Mofang. Yeah, it could, or they could just climb over the top of it and not be idiots. Alright, that's a little transport thing, but I'm going to go over here just for a second. Because I have a feeling I'll get on that and start going somewhere else. And I'd like to go over here for a second. Oh, there's another bridge. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at? Oh, it's that other bridge that we couldn't connect. What was the thing? I think it was this. Hang on, I made a note of it. Got like a little screen cap here. So I knew I'd forget. Right, okay. Because it worked the first damn time, so... Okay, so now we got a little shortcut. But first... Yeah, I don't see any aliens in this water. I'm gonna be pretty surprised if there are. If there are, I'll probably freak out. I will probably be like, oh no. But I have a feeling that, that Carfin mayor totally lied to us. I don't even think he's the mayor. I think he's a liar. Oh, so we can go up this steep incline, but we can't, like, walk over a stick. Like, seriously. Seriously, miss? Oh my god, there's other pathways down here. Uh-oh. Shush.
The problem is, the beast is trying to kill me. I have no trap.
Yeah, you see how his English is absolutely terrible, and he's got like a glittery red thing going on there, and... What the... So yeah, I'm highly suspect of him. I think we've pretty much figured out that he is actually a hologram. Because Yosef, for all his bureaucratic flaws, wasn't stupid, and he wasn't a hologram, and he also wasn't that bad at English. He was actually pretty damn good. So that looks like we just brought up the little... Oh no, there's another one. Look, there's one more. Crap. Oh no, there's one more wall over there. We're gonna bonk right into that and then come back, aren't we?
Sevi, what are you whining about?
Oh, I want to play a video game too. I have no idea why I feel so like... I feel like trash. Hey! Meow! Meow! Jungle ski lift. Golf clap for Punko. Apollo, you don't feel well? Maybe you should go lay down. You don't feel so good? I don't either, to be quite honest. It's really weird. Ugh. I really want to get in this.
Sevi, what?
Come here.
Up. Jump up.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to hit that thing, so we may have to go back on the path to the other side and get rid of it.
What?
Yeah, bonk. I know. Could I please return then? Nope, just gonna hang you here to your death. Nope, okay.
Come here, Sevi. You want to be on stream?
Come here.
Meow. 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 Meow.
Yeah. Purr. Such a baby.
Do you want to meet the aliens, Sevi? You want to meet the aliens? Yeah.
Okay, you can sit in my lap if you promise to shut up and not be an idiot. Look at you. No promises. I know. I know. Alright, so we're going to have to remove that other one, which I'm guessing means we have to go one more time through the maze and reorient it to that other path on the right. Do, 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 do. So let's go up and take a look. Sevi, if you don't stop walking on me, I swear. If I'm not feeling it better in a half of an hour, I'll bow out. And now you're stuck forever. That's okay, Apollo.
Do you want to get up here? Get up here, huh? Yeah?
Who's purring? Who's purring? Ooh, who's purring? Can chat hear you purr? Yeah? Do you think they can? Could you purr really loud? Oh, you're kidding. How elegantly. Small purr is so cute. Yeah, he's being a nuisance today, let me tell you. Yeah, see, there is... I remember I mentioned there was another walkway, and it looks like it goes into the rock, and obviously that means it goes... You just walk through that wall. So... Oh my god, wait, can I just turn this and walk through? Because that would be really great. Oh my god, can I? That would be actually fantastic. your tail out of my face, you little... Put your tail in someone else's face, you jerk. Here we go. Aha! Thank God I didn't have to move anything else around. Here we go. Whoosh. Savvy, go away, you dumb cat. You had a pain in my neck all day. Ooh, elegant vistas! Ugh. Not that interesting. It's such a nice day in this world. I wish it was a nice day like this here, in my world. But it's so crummy out, and snowy, and blah blah blah. Whoa! I am nothing if not elegant. You should waltz out, Apollo. Waltz out of the stream. If you feel like. There. That gets rid of the other one, right? Boom. Ha. My plan to stumble around worked. And I would vacation here. As long as they didn't have, like, giant bugs. If they have giant bugs, I'm leaving. Sevy, stop. All right. Could you go purr in someone else's ears, you little creep? Did you guys hear my cat? My cat's being a brat. Okay, 1 second here. Yes, I see you. Ugh. They have huge bugs. Here, you purr at the chat while I figure something out. I have been warned in messages to make a copy of this game. Get off of me, you furry little creep. All the confetti turns out to be alien bugs. No! I have been told to make a copy of my progress. So I am, just in case. Which is odd because, like, well, okay, yeah, it isn't exactly a Myst game. It's a spiritual successor of Myst. Usually in Myst, you don't... There's very few spots where you can lose the game, where you have to, like, load a save. So it's unusual for me to have to do that, but I will. Wait. Oh, right, okay. I'm like, how did I get over there again? Okay. Yep. Don't tell me the confetti is alien bugs. I don't want to hear that. It's gross enough when it's confetti. Oops. Come right back in. Mwah. This is so Path of the Shell, I swear. This is so Uru. God, cat. Now I got stupid cat hair all over my face. Yeah, go bug your sister. Ugh, cat chat is the worst. I'm not even gonna go check on the mayor. I don't care to. I don't like him. Oh, okay. So I had to save a state because there's a bug that might prevent backtracking. Yes. This game was kickstarted. There may in fact be small glitches. And this is very Riven. I love it. It's kind of like shades of other games. It's cool. This is pretty Riven. I like this. And nice scenery. What the? What the hell? Okay, looks like we're, dealing with some kind of space war going on over here. Not sure I really want to get into the middle of it. This isn't really my problem. Speaking of bugs... Anybody else see people shooting at other people over here? Do I really want to walk into this? Yeah, that's kind of on fire. There go those birds flying outside our texture. Hey, is that... It left without me. Ass. Get back here. Whatever. That is like the creepiest way to travel. Hang on, I just gotta get into my flying space coffin. Nice scenery, though. No, it's okay, Gary. It's like a giant metal skeleton that hugs you upright and moves you, as you're completely immobile, through the sky. Well, what happens if it breaks and falls down? Don't worry, you won't be able to escape. You'll just have to fall to your deaths, unable to move. That sounds terrific. My cat is crying to go out or something, but there's a foot of snow out there. The Amari level reminded me of Spire in Mist. Oh, the Arai one. Yeah. Hey, Stargazer, how's it going? We met the hollow fake mayor. We don't trust him. He's kind of a dick. Also, I heard a space battle going on over here or something. I don't want to talk to that mayor, because I know he's not the mayor. I didn't like Yosef, but I like fake Yosef even worse. Looking at stuff. Oh, Gazir, Paul's sick today. He's not feeling well, so it's just me today. He called in sick to Twitch. That's apparently a thing you can do. Uh-oh. Oh. Hey, it's missing a button. Oh, this is to call the thing back. I'll call it back when I need it. I'll do it right now. It's not like the bridge one. What did the bridge one even look like? It was like... It started out like that. And then it like had some guys going over like this. Okay, fine. Rude. What the? Ooh, it just to send you into the jail. Like, sorry, you got it wrong. Is this the armory? Okay, this is getting less missed. I'm a little weirded. Oh, the people! They were potted. I get it. They were chambered to survive something. Yo, Caroline, or whoever, wake up. And they just stay in there all space-like, huh? That is really upsetting. Like, this is the choice you made, Caroline? This you thought would be better than being on Earth? Really? Can I put you back in there? Like, is that an option? I can't even get it back to the way I wanted it. Ah. It's being difficult again. I forget how it looked on the bridge, but it's missing a piece. You know? It's like... Bridge kind of looked really... So this is to select people, which is not at all weird and creepy. And they're numbered, too. Who's in this one? A box? Oh! The boxes with the... This is what he was talking about. Freaking Yosef wanted boxes put into stasis. What is the point of all this, though? Like, so they froze everybody in their stupid boxes full of books indefinitely? Wait. They said that the Valine or whoever, in their notes, they said that this race of people just kind of, like, fire themselves out in big space arcs across the universe. You know? Oh, sorry, I'm reading chat for a minute. Is your cat this cat? Barney has jumped up on my lap and says hi. What's up, Barney? What a good cat. So, they said that people were just fired out in space arcs, you know? Like, this race, like, that's just what they did. Like, they don't even, like, stay on a home world. They're just like, hell yeah, let's go see the universe. And since they count like this kind of calls up their different numbers of people. So it opens up different... So, what was their plan here? That we were all gonna join them on their dumb space arc and fire ourselves out into some other world? Or something? Was that our plan? I guess that's not a viable number. Oh no, I guess it is. I don't know, I don't really understand their numbering system. Whoops. Oh, there's Caroline. Oh, that was totally at random. Caroline, wake up! I kinda need your help. You're like the only person who understands what the crap is going on here. Really kinda need... So I guess there's just like a bunch of people in here and they just kind of, you know, came here and they're gonna go on this big space arc out with the Valine, who are their best buddies, I guess. But why would they do that instead of, like, why didn't they just do that instead of just fighting the stupid Mofang? Like, why not just be like, sucker, and then just leave, you know? I can't believe that, like, the mayor's like, can we put some of our boxes in the chamber? Like, really? There wasn't any space to just put them, like, I don't know, on the ship in the back, or... Who's in here? Who's that? My cat is inside and disappointed. Pretty disappointed, huh? Wait. Hang on. Guys, do you remember what Yosef looked like? Is this him? He's got a red tie like Yosef, but I don't remember what Yosef looked like. But is this him? Because then we, like, definitely super duper know that that fake Yosef is up. I mean, I pretty much knew that that wasn't him. But, you know, now we have incontrovertible proof that that was a fake Yosef. And the other Yosef was like, oh my god, they're storing us for food. And I'm like, I don't think they are, though. Like, why would they store boxes? They gonna eat the boxes, too? Huh. This game is getting weirder by the second. I'm just saying. What if I connect all of them? Oh, I can't, because there's no grabby spot there. But what if I connect everything else? Savvy, I swear to God, I will sit on you if you don't shut up. He's like, but I want to sit on your lap. The boxes will definitely be soggy. Well, that just brings us up top, so let's go. Huh. I'm glad I messed with that. That was fun. Now you get the creepy music. That was really weird. Uh-oh. We gotta open another door, you guys. Where's the door opening doodad? I want to get even with that Yosef dude. The fake Yosef. The terrible Yosef. Huh, that one just opened itself. That was weird. And that one's open. Uh-oh. Is this broken, I hope? What the? Can I help you, sir? Do you, need a lozenge? This is a first, guys. Usually we can't just interact with a character in Myst. Can I, get you something? Could I potentially interact with you in any way? I know we probably can't talk to each other, but, I know a good chiropractor. I've got some gum. I'm not sure how to help you. But I would like to. I would very much like to help you. I just, your third arm there is looking a little weird. He's just looking at me like, why is this stupid human just staring? Why is he not helping? I don't think I can lift those. Boy, that's a mind flip. That's... You want me to read instead of helping him? Really? Oh. So here's everybody who is potted or whatever. Human, Valine, human, Valine, human, Valine, human, Valine. One person scratched out. A couple other people scratched out. There's a couple of Ryan here. So everybody is in here. Taking a picture of that. Except for Mofang, because we don't like them. Oh, wait. There's one Mofang. No, two. I guess there are buddies. No, there's a couple. Huh. That's real weird. Where's Yosef? There's Yosef right there. And we found him. Huh. I feel you, Apollo. I feel that way too. But it's like, eh. Does he need some vitamin C? Does he need a can of V8? He needs a V8. Yeah. But it's like, I don't have a choice. I have to stream, so... Feel bad for this guy. So, Paused has informed me in a private message that apparently I kind of negated part of the story by finding those chambers first. You actually weren't supposed to do that. You were supposed to come to this screen and that fake mirror would, like, I guess be pretending to be dead or whatever. But then this guy would point to it and try to, I guess make you understand that he's fake. And he wanted to, or something, or he wanted you to go see the chambers that the mayor was really there. I'm not quite certain. Apparently this game has a bug where you can actually negate part of the storyline by doing things out of order, which, if this was a real Myst game, you wouldn't... Huh. Oh, he's fake, yeah. There he is. Look at him. He looks really happy, too. He's like, yay, I did it. So that alien was trying to... Would have pointed to the thing and tried to been like, hey, dude, like, it's fake. It's fake. It's not real. He's not real. He's just gonna try and help us out. But we already saw the chambers. Whoops. So... Oops, keep forgetting to push the button. I think that's a very poor design, to be quite honest. Because, like, the very first thing you do is mess with those things, and then there you go. I don't know. I'm just gonna open all the doors that I can. This is a bridge, so I guess I do the bridge thing. I take vitamin C lozenges. The book says Yosef has been potted. Yes. That's what I was supposed to see first. And then, like, the thing is, like, I really feel that they should have put that section of the level first, and then put the place where you see the pods. Like, you know. Okay, he wanted you to see the mayor was alive down below, and the door would never open until then, so that you know that the dead guy is the fake mayor. Oh, I see. See, the problem is, because we had so much problems with the math problems and everything, my brother just told me, he was like, look, I'll help you out with those puzzles, because you asked me to. Oh, this is back to the start. That was the bridge that we needed. So just enter this to open it. And so I did. But I didn't realize that I wasn't supposed to do that until I went and saw that the book was in the mayor was in the book first. So even with that, I still think that they should have designed it so that the pod section comes after. That's just how I personally feel. This guy's kind of cool though. Look at him. He's like, I'm secretly a mofang, you can tell. I've got, like, this thing on me. I'm dead. Yeesh. Still smoking. Who wants alien marshmallows? So they had a big fight here, huh? Oh! Close to death. Oh my god, maybe I should back off. Maybe I shouldn't mess with it. That's the thing we weren't supposed to touch no matter what. Remember they said don't ever touch this thing if it's active? I'm gonna avoid that for just a moment and not walk into it. Just to let you know, you're competing with Croatic tonight. What's Croatic? Is that... I'm like, is that a game or a person? I don't know what that is. Is that a show? I have no idea. But I do know what this is. It's another laser destroyer. I'm gonna blow up the mayor. Finally. Hey, 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 hey. Hold still. I was standing right in front of it. Whoa, man, this thing has a lot of wiggle room. I did this before when I blew up one of the lasers, but... Inverted garbage. Blow up the mirror! Check out this alien dude. Oh, he's a streamer. Ha 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 ha, you died. Cry. Oh, he's a streamer, I see. Well, I'm sure he's very popular. I am not. I'm just here to have fun. Ugh, put some pants on, you dumb alien. Look at him. Looks like he's made out of pre-cooked beef jerky. Gross. I don't want to talk to the Twizzler man. Oh no, this guy too. I died trying to flip him off. This is just my fun time. He's the sup guy. Yeah, I'm not really competing with anybody on Twitch. I'm just here to have fun, okay? Besides, I'm not really a gamer. I'm creative. I'm a creative streamer. Should I blow this thing up? I kind of want to. Also, pause. Why are you laughing at me and saying I died? Is it because I'm laughing at the mayor? Or are you telling me that I am now Walking Dead, as it were, in games? I have done something irreparable. Just drop stuff on me like that. I don't care. Commander Space Mare. I'm gonna blow this thing up. Look at that dude, he's all beef jerky. I'm gonna blow up your dumb stupid technology. Ah, beef jerky. I hear something happening, but I don't observe anything happening. Which is always hilarious, I guess. You're still dead, you sucker. So gross. Can't believe we were friends with you. Well, I blew up their space disco ball. I win. And I didn't walk right into it, so I didn't die. Oh, I see. So if you do go near that block thing, without actually touching it, you get the achievement close to death. That's how I knew not to go near it, is because the achievement popped up. And I was like, oh, right, weren't you supposed to not go near these things? I'm pretty sure. Let's put in the bridge combination here. Alright, so I've gotten through this game in a rather unorthodox manner. Ignoring math. But I'm sorry, I tried and it's hard and I hate it. I feel like I did a lot of work on everything else though. Whoop. You can't do this section again once you've done it, and I wasn't starting over. Yeah, well, sorry. Oh, what? You're not gonna start over the entire game just to get one achievement? Pff, what a slacker, oh my god. So... they don't live under the water. Why would they go to all that effort to be like, yes, I am fake Mary Joseph. They are going to eat us for food. Like, what? No, here's their tree. I'll go turn their grody tree on. Okay, I thought that was a bug. I was like, oh my god, is that a giant tree spider? I'm not touching that. Okay, now I get to connect their tree. Ooh, their tree is green. The color of aliens. Oh my god, seriously, this is weird. Why can we still breathe? Do, 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 do. Have some water, tree. Thank god I didn't have to go and set up the water. But then again, we don't live in a desert town, so... Whee! Can't help but notice... Oh wait, there it goes, it's rising. Good job, tree. So since these are connected now, or this tree is on, as it were, does that mean I can go back here? Yes, I can. Check it out. I can use the trees as a connection. I believe you are done with math, except for the ever-waiting hell box. Why did you have to remind me of the hell box? Well, I can go through here. I don't think there's anything else I can do in that world, but if there is, I'll come back and do it later. Now I need to go back to, the Arise world. I still have yet to get to the Mofangs world. The purple world. You know what, I'm actually gonna oops, wrong one. Which one is which? I'm gonna go back through here. Because I never did find any other connectors to the other world in here. I feel like there should be one because we did find a connection to this world in the Arise world, so I'm like, ugh. Oh, my eyes are itching. That's some scary looking time jello. Oh, lime jello. I like time jello. Ugh. Now I gotta wait for it to load. Time jello. Here we go. It's gotta load the whole stupid forest. Look, there's still one that's closed. I have a feeling we're not done here yet. Call me crazy. I feel like we're not done. Wait, how did we get over here? Oh, right this way. I feel we have some unfinished business with this dumb garbage. Super sorry you're dead, alien. Not at all sorry you're dead. Okay, so I got that door open. This is just a... yeah, see, and this one's still closed. So we are not finished here. We would like to think we are, but guess what, we're not. We did, however, put the bridge back in place. So that goes right out to the exit again. You're in charge of hints now if asked. It's because you keep giving me too many. Hang on. Okay. That's the same track, no? Yeah, I don't know, maybe. I would really like to open this door a lot. Is it weird that it's a different color? Is it a different color? I'm not sure. Let's go ask the dead alien what he thinks. This is just the door. Pretty sure I already did this. Yeah. Look around anywhere else here. I tend to run by things. Pretty obvious things. Ugh. You have looked better, my friend. Is there a button on here I can push? Because it's a thing for giving messages, but I see no messages. Oh. Oh. Is it... Because, yeah, because the door is now closed forever and I can't go back that way. Hooey. Okay, well then... Still not quite certain why... Can you see from here? Or no, you can't see it from here. Jump down here for a second. There's still that closed off area right there. I guess that's the way you came in. So it's closing off behind itself, but I don't see why you would... I don't even know why you'd bother to close that, but... Alright, I guess we are done here. Pardon me. Where's the alien tree again? Oh, I'm standing right behind it. Where's the lime jello tree? It's right down here. Rawr, welcome to the honeycomb hideout. Rawr. It is kind of jello-y and limey, now that you mention it, dude. Now, how do we get back to Hunrath again? Here. Ugh. I would not picnic out here. I'm just saying. I would only maybe picnic in here. But probably not. I hate that space trees are making me do this. Space trees should friggin' mind its own business. Like, that's why I hated Farley's metaphor where she was like, oh, well, you know, it's because, you know, if you just try and confine your garden or whatever, it won't learn to be hardy and grow bigger and stronger and whatever and spread across the world and spread and multiply. And, you know, if you just confine it, so things have to be free to spread, and that's why the tree did this. I'm like, yes, but, like, your whole metaphor breaks down because in the metaphor, you're the gardener trying to meddle with the garden, and that's what makes it bad, and that's what makes it fail. And, you know, in your metaphor, leaving it alone and not interfering with it makes it grow and spread better. And the tree is directly interfering with humanity by doing this. It's interfering with 4 different alien races and possibly causing tension between those 4 races. Maybe that's just what it wants to do. Maybe it's just... Maybe this is like Alien Tree Survivor or something. Alien Tree Hunger Games where it just grabs like 4 races and it's just like, alright, fight each other to the death. Whoever wins gets to be in charge of the universe. That is kind of a dick move, let me tell you. You know what I forgot to do? Other than hang up on this game? I forgot to look over here at these stuff. I wanted to look at some stuff. He's got antlers! That's great. Ooh. That's a funny looking mask. Can't look at anything else though. This cannot possibly be a spiritual successor to Myst. There's a whole shelf full of books and we can't look at any of them. It's just a goofy lava mask and this guy. He's got antlers. That's great. Well, I'm not saying a thing about that. I don't like it. Not one bit. Okay, remember we had to go and look under the direction of the first mayor, which was Luther Roscoe. Well, good old Ross is buried over by Farley's house. There's Farley's house down there. We're gonna go investigate his grave. I'm sure there's nothing there, I just feel like going and looking at it. Fill your tires with water. You keep trying to make that joke happen, dude. It's not happening. I promise you. It's only sort of happening. I'm gonna get to the Mofang's crappy world and I'm gonna kick their butts. I'll do it. You just watch. They're all gonna be like, oh no, my butt. It got kicked. By a woman with a mouthful of pizza and swears. No, I have been shamed this day. Yes, you have. Well, we learned that most everybody got potted into a thing by the villain or villain or whoever. And some of them were Mofang who were buddies of ours, who were like, I don't think we should kill all the humans. But most of them were not. Alright, we got some graves. Always good. Roscoe's, however, Roscoe, was up here. Why do I keep thinking that's a path when it isn't? I don't know. Let's go around the long way and find Roscoe. He was the one with this. Alright, Roscoe. What's your biz? What's your deal? Under the direction of the first mayor. I guess not under the gravestone of the first mayor. But there's like a little thing on it, you see? So I'm like, they all kind of have that, but it's weird, you know? Mofang did nothing wrong. The whole planet just ran on jello and beef jerky and vitamin C. Homestuck tree. 1-800-TRASH is here. Alright, pause. Now I will ask you officially for a hint. What should we do with old Roscoe here? And while you think about that, I'm gonna go use the bathroom for 1 second. So you guys stare at Roscoe and think about what you've done. Ming, your ear is inside out. Again. Alright, I've been thinking. I may make that pizza after all. back to Captar. Holy crap, these places have names. Captar. I'm just gonna call it Reptar, you know? Like from Rugrats. That thing was cool. Reptar bars. Chocolate bars that turned your mouth green for some reason. Alright, I'll go back to Captar. Wait, where was the tree again? Oh, yeah, over here. Oh, wait, but you have to go around. Dang it, I forget. You know, a large portion of my brain for the last 20 years or so has been dedicated to the names of fictional places in Myst games. So, I get a little confused because they all kind of start sounding the same after a while. You know, I've learned the names of many worlds, and after a while I just don't care to learn anymore. I really don't. Alright, let's go back in here. Bing bing. Ming prefers to have one ear inside out at all times. I'm not sure why. Like, I'll flip it back out, and then she'll be like, you're messing up my look, and she'll reach up and, like, flip her ear back inside out, and then just sit down like, yes. My ear is exactly the way I want it to be. And I'm like, okay. I can't imagine that's comfortable, but if you like it, okie doke. Alright, so... Chat's telling me I missed some... Oh, right. I just got here and then remembered I have to go back around through the house, because if I go through this way, I'll end up in the inescapable end of the level. God, you know, linking books were a lot easier, I'm just gonna say. What was your favorite place in any of the Myst games? That's a really good question. Wow, that's kind of tough. I mean, I like the hub world of Riven. I mean, technically... Gosh, it's been such a long time. We didn't actually go to any other worlds in Riven, did we? We just went to other islands. Because Gen was trapped in Riven. He couldn't portal out, and so he had these sort of makeshift marble puzzle domes that powered links to go to the different islands. So that was actually all one hub world. It just didn't seem like it because the islands were so far away that you couldn't really see them, you know, you couldn't see them from the other islands. So they felt like other worlds. And you did go to Tay afterwards, at like the very, very end, like the Moieties hideout. I think Riven was probably my favorite. It was like kind of classic Myst. I really liked it. I mean, I really, really like the original Myst, and I have all the versions. I got Myst 3D, I got Real Myst where it rains and it snows. Like, I got the version of Myst that has the bonus fifth world, the snow world, added into it. And which was actually mentioned later in Revelations. Atris was briefly shown being in that world, and... Okay, so I gotta go through the house to do this. So yeah, I do like the original Myst. Like, a lot. I think one of the saddest parts, and like, this is such a nerd thing, you know, where like you're... You know it's just a dumb game, but like you get very emotional about some things, is when I played, like, spoiler alert, if you want to play the Myst games, and you don't want a spoiler at the end. It's not much of a spoiler, but still. I guess, stop listening to this for, like, the next 2 minutes. Starting now. One of the saddest parts was when I played, End of Ages. And you saw Atris' daughter all grown up, and, you know, she's the frickin' desert bird, or whatever the hell she called herself. And you went back to Myst for, like, the final time. And later on, the Myst book was sealed up forever with, like, iron bands so it could not be opened. then destroyed or something. So you could never go there again. But you did go back to Mist one last time, ages and ages later, after Atris and Catherine had left it, and it had basically been abandoned. And you know how, like, the Mist world was always... It was so nice. It was that little island. It had the ship and the fountain. It was really, really nice. And it was just kind of classic. It was where you first got into Mist. And you went back, and it was all degraded and trashed, and all the buildings were busted down, and the grass was overgrown, and it was raining, and it was dark, and everything was in ruins, and it was really sad. You go back into the library, and everything's really depressing there. And that was, like, incredibly sad for me. I was just like, no, I used to love being here. La la la, I'm going to replay them because I forgot the later games, so muted for now. She's a rebel. I am a rebel. I'm a loner, Dottie. I'm a rebel. Not the world you were just in. That was Marae. You never finished the tree in that other world, Kaptar. Oh. Oh. You mean... Yeah. Right. You mean the other world. The Arai world. Okay. So you can't say Kaptar or Marae. Just like describe them like that spire-looking world. Or that forest world, okay? I have remembered so many Mist names of different hub worlds over the years, and I've actually read all the books, and there's even more places mentioned there, so I am up to my eyeballs in names of linking worlds. La la la, I'm going to replay them. Here, I'll put a note, so okay. No more spoilers mentioned. You can unmute. There. But yeah, that's a spoiler if you want to replay it. It's not even really a spoiler, it's just like at the end, you know. And it was just very sad. So that was kind of upsetting for me when I saw that, because I was like, man. Okay. Let's do this again. Oh, wait. Other way. Other way. Because you said go through the house, so I thought you meant go through the house as in go over to that one and link back, but I guess that's not entirely at all what you meant, so let's go back this way. I'm gonna go back to the junkyard, since I know that there's a device that links there. Walking around this dang tree. Well, at least they had the good sense to put a wall around the tree. Can't just kind of roll up and get to it. Ooh, am I going the long way around? Whatever. I feel like traversing the map. You know, it's neat looking. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, wait. No, I can get up there. Yeah. Night, Apollo. Feel better, dude. Feel better, Apollo. Whew. I'm just sitting here pushing keys and I feel like I've been walking everywhere. It wears me out to think through this, I guess. I don't know. Alright. Let's get our butts into the garage and then ride the digger. I know I went the, like, incredibly long way around, but I just felt like doing it. It's fun, you know? It's like a crummy, gross, dark, snowy day today here, so I want to traverse the map where it's nice and sunny. It makes me feel better. And you can go to hell, you stupid machine. I'm not looking at you. You gave us so much crap yesterday. I hated it. Where's the button? To the top, Jeeves! Woo! Okay. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm looking in the Discord at people posting stuff. Likes you do. Look at that thing. I thought that thing was the dangerous thing. It wasn't the dangerous thing. At all. Hey, where's my big cement whale? There he is! Whale! Where's your buddy? Whale. Whale. Bit whale, bit whale, bit whale. What's up, buddy? I'll check you out later. Bye, whale. I like that guy. He's my friend. This is literally the only place I remember one of these being. I'm like, I can't remember where it is, so let's just go. Boom. Yeah, have a better night, Apollo. If you haven't already left. And while that's loading... What? I like when people are like, oh, are you streaming now? You're competing against so-and-so, really popular streamer who has like 1,000 followers. I'm like, first off, I don't do streaming to like get a bunch of people watching me. Second of all, I have exactly the right number of people watching me. You know why? Because they're all people I like. I've got Kitten and Apollo until she had to go and lay down for a bit. I got Paused. I got Destiny. I got all the people I like. So guess what? I have exactly the right number of followers watching right now. Because they're all the people I want. Oh, yeah. Now we need to find a tree on this baloney. Still don't know what this thing does. I don't know if it's like a lock or something that holds it in place. I don't know. But let's go down these big creepy steps and find out. When last we left this place, I was getting annoyed with it. Let's go pick up where we left off. Ugh, that's right. I was looking at these dumb barnacles and thinking about how gross barnacles are. They really are, you guys. They are. They're totally gross. Sevi, what? Alright, if this has to be cat chat. Come on. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The rail is it's similar to Riven and the one in Tamana too. Also, his chat is probably nothing but spoilers. Why is he playing this? That's kind of rad. I'm glad other people are playing it. His chat is nothing but work sculptures. You know how much we hate those. Just gonna look over here for a second. Hey, you know, now that I've figured out stuff, well, kind of. Now that I'm a tad bit smarter than I was, I'm gonna go take another look at some things. Yes, Sevi, you're sitting on my lap. Are you very happy? Yeah, look at a good cat. I wonder if people can hear you purring. You're doing it pretty loudly. Do not sniff my glass of drink. Do not. That's mine. Go get your own drink. I know you can. I'm Eat a Hap. It's like, oh, you only have 12 people watching you? Yeah, but they're all the 12 people I want. They're not like 12 people plus 24 people going, lol, what is this? And, duh, you're a bad gamer. And everybody come and check out my stream. Or, are you a girl? I'm gonna say offensive things. I can do without that. These are the exact 12 people I want in here, because they're the cool people. Even the people who lurk, and you think that I don't see you lurking. I totally see you lurk. I'm watching you lurk every minute of the day. Alright, so we gotta go unlock that. Sevi, yes, I know! You're the only one live now, so they must have gone offline. I'm the only one too stupid to stop playing! Yay! Boy, those barnacles are bright. Glowing barnacles, that's the worst kind of infestation you can have. Ugh. Right up there with sentient water beetles. Look at that thing. It's another one of those work-looking things. Ah, I knew it! Remember that skeleton was biting a thing that was hanging over the side of the cliff? And this guy's like, chomp, I'm about to bite that thing. That looks like a thing I want to bite. Yeah. That totally looks like the thing he was biting. Like it actually was a hook. I don't know why they'd catch him and then just be like, forget it. Like, leave him. I didn't want this and I'm too lazy to throw it back. Let that 5,000-pound fish just rot. I don't care. That's not very eco-friendly. But it makes a really cool skeleton, so I guess I'll give him a pass on it. You know, it's actually would be a lot easier to play this game, Savvy, if I didn't have a cat hitting me in my face with the tail. If you could go and hit somebody else with that thing, I'd be super appreciative. I don't know why this is over here, because there's nothing back here. Check it out. Just dark. Dark and lack of textures. And with enough people, it becomes awful. Glowing barnacles and water bugs. Ew! Why do people ask if you're a girl? Oh, no, I just meant, like, people coming in and like, are girls playing in here? I'm going to be a jerk about that, because it's Twitch. You don't know how I identify. I might identify as 50% muskrat. You don't know Hap. You don't know Happy. See, look, he's like, chomp. I'm gonna bite this thing. Nom nom. Look at that. It's glowing inside his skull. That's kind of weird. It's still like a really cool fish, though. But it is not a work. If this is the same thing that was in like the sculptures and the paintings and everything, then it is not a work because it has arms. Also, we're not in Riven, but I'm just saying. If we were, I could assure you that that is not a work. These stairs go nada nowhere. I wish I could climb this, but I can't. So I'll just keep going down. These bones are so neat. I like bones. And you know what I also like, Sevi? When you don't sit here and hit me with your freaking tail. Huh. It's just a weird dead end. Oh, right. I forgot you can walk through the wall. Where's my brain at today? Nowhere. Nowhere to be found. It's because that world is so much higher up that when you slam them together in that effect, you just see the, like I said, like Lynx loves to hear, the strata of the mud and dirt underneath, and it just looks like an ordinary wall. Sevi, yes, okay. I identify as a Cool Ranch Dorito. Uh-oh, Destiny, I'm about to identify as something that's gonna eat you. Actually, I don't know. Cool Ranch, I'll eat it. Like, I'll eat just about anything, but I'm not a fan, specifically of Cool Ranch. Although now that we mention it, I kind of want one. In fact, I'd like to have a whole bag of them, ideally. Crap, now I'm gonna go buy Cool Ranch Doritos. Thanks a lot, Destiny. When we're done here, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go buy a chip I haven't bought in like 9 years. Ugh. Look at them go. They're still glowing. We did see on that color wheel in Farley's room that the barnacles have different colors depending on what they're attached to. But apparently that doesn't, I don't know, that just doesn't mean that doesn't mean anything. It has no importance to us. I would like to turn this thing, though. Eventually. If I'd had my druthers, I would turn that. There's more wall. We've been there. Do they really just draw that fish? They're really into that fish. Look, they just draw it everywhere. I don't know if they're just super into that fish, dude. You can see, like, isn't it neat? See, there are the birds in the other world, and here's, like, the edge of the world with the top with all the grass, and this is just all the rock. I really want there to be, like, a skeleton or, like, a thing of pirate treasure buried. That would be kind of badass. Okay, so we've got one of these doodads and a blank wall. Knowing what we know about exchanging worlds and whatnot now, or exchanging parts of worlds. We're gonna use the confetti dimension one more time to move this. Good idea, everything. Good idea indeed. Why not both? Or do I identify as Papa Emeritus' left shoe? Why not both? Why the left shoe? They're both equally good shoe. Papa has some good shoes. I identify as the glitter dimension. You do not want to look me in the eye. It's just awful. Man, it takes forever, doesn't it? Boy. I feel like it's masking loading for this game and, like, several other games. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is actually taking a lot longer. Is it loading like all of Hunrath? Oh my gosh. The glitter. The glitter is bugging me. Man, are we there yet or what? Seriously, I am going to come up with like some sort of... I'm a chicken nugget. Aw, Tori, are you a chicken nugget? Nice. Well, we already knew that. Someone else is a salmon, so... Yeah, those alien fireflies are really working hard. Come on! See, now they're just messing with us. Now they're just like flying around in little shapes. Oh, I hope the game didn't freeze. I know that there was a problem with sometimes the game freezing on loads like this, but I have faith that it will eventually resolve into something other than the confetti dimension. Although this is taking a phenomenally long time. There we go, finally. Sheesh. Well, that was hugely annoying. Well, we've moved this out of the way. We're back in Farley's room, I believe. Seriously, Farley. You look like an 8-year-old girl lives here. What the? Little shiny rocks in here. Give me your shiny rocks, Farley, I want them! Yeah, CF, Caroline Farley. Although I guess maybe she could have come here when she was a child, and it wasn't her husband who was mayor, it was her dad long ago. And, so she still has, like, her kid's room, I guess. Hey, look. It's got a little candle in it. That's kind of cute, I guess. I don't know why I'm looking at her stuff now. I didn't before, I guess. We found Squire Fluffkins, you guys! What the... Okay, are these like Easter eggs or something and I just don't get them? I'm a human, y'all are weird. Seriously, guys, is this a ferret dressed like a samurai, or am I just, like, totally nuts? Like, is this a reference to something and I just don't get it? That's kind of a weird toy, but it's also kind of awesome and I want it. Is this one of those memes you kids are always going on about? Yeah, maybe she did come here as a kid, and this is just all her kid stuff. What the... World's most uncomfortable scissors. JM. I just don't. That's all I gotta say about that. I guess maybe she did come here as a kid. She painted a lot of really bad paintings. Cute rabbit, though. It's a cute little puppet theater, I gotta admit. Guess this was just stuff that was in her room or something. Ah, very, very nice. Very cute. Look who thinks they're clever. Unwritten Adventures in the Ages of Mist and Beyond. Seriously? Now you can make your own journeys and explore the ages. Well, I know what I'm picking up next, I guess. Oh, seriously? You guys. I totally missed that, too. What the? Wait, open it up. I swear to God that the image book... Oh, the linking page is just a bunch of computer stuff? But I'm not sure how I open it up from the front. No, I don't want to do that. Maybe you can't open it up from the front. But I guess that is kind of a cute joke, like... You open up the linking book and you hit the page and there's just a bunch of computer stuff that's actually making it work. It's not magic! Nice. That is kind of a really cute little Easter egg, though. Look, it's not magic, it's just, this. And look, they totally have the Ark of the Covenant over here. Like, I'm not even kidding. Is that the staff? Wait, hang on, shut up. Is that, like, supposed to be the Indiana Jones staff that they used to find the Ark? Oh my god, that would be kind of hilarious. Somebody did mention to me that there are a bunch of Easter eggs in this game. And I think maybe that might have been one of them. Or a few of them, quite a few. That was ridiculous. That was worth coming in here again. Definitely. Many things in this room are from high donators on Kickstarter. Oh yeah, the thing you picked up is a real item that someone made that plays Myst, and he personally donated to get his game. I knew I'd seen that before. Did you check out that linking book before? No, I didn't. Squire Fluffkin and Ninja Swords! Mouse Guard? Yeah, it might be Mouse Guard. So we got a Cool Ranch Dorito, a salmon, a chicken nugget, and Papa's left shoe. Yeah, I've seen the mislinking book. When I opened it up, I was like, I know I've seen that before. That's an actual, like, fan-made thing. Because, again, really huge Myst fan. But it was such, like, a long time ago. It was years ago. And it was really, really cool. And I was just like, man, that was so awesome. I guess this is the chamber of stuff you donate to get into the game. I knew it. I knew that terrible DeviantArt painting must have come from somewhere. Okay, so now that I'm done laughing at the linking book, where were we going again? Oh, right, we're going back to where are we going? To the junkyard, right, junkyard. Ugh. What's the shortest way to get to the junkyard from here? I guess it would be, whoops, no, go around through the cemetery and then go through the wall. Because that'll put us on the other side of the map. Which will put us by the junkyard. Okay, good. Has a touchscreen and you can play the entire game. Yeah, that's, when I first saw that, I was like, that's kind of really badass. Like, that's really cool. When they put that in there, I was just like, is this supposed to be a joke for this? Or are they, like, making a hilarious Easter egg joke? Like, oh, by the way, it's all just computers that links you. It's not really, That's really cool, though. That's a clever way to put, backers, like, donation stuff in there. Man, when I kickstarted the elephant book, I just, drew the highest backers in as assassins in my book. And then drew, like, goofy little comics in the back about it. Please accept this gigantic check as a token of our thanks. This is made out to muscular dystrophy. That's all the time we have. Bye! Cemeteries are your favorite places. They're pretty quiet. It's true. Ugh, I need more caffeine. Hang on. Oh, I hope this loading screen doesn't take as long as the last one. Whew. Hey, what do you know? It worked. Thank God. Cyan said he could put any item in, so he went with that. Good call. I'd put that in, sure. Totally. Alright, you, get back here. Cyan's a cool company. Like when you went to their headquarters back when they were still making the Myst games, they had these really, really... Oh, wait, I keep going down there to spin that, and that's not what I want to do. They had these very, very cool, like, entrance to the building that looked like you were walking through, like, a big stone archway of, like, in, like, a Myst world. It was really cool. I always wanted to go. Like, a lot of, like, Myst fans would make, like, a pilgrimage there, and, like, you know, they'd give them a tour and everything, and they'd take a picture in front of the great big stone arch and everything, and I always wanted to go, but it was too far away. I was not at the correct age to buy my own plane ticket and go out there. And they did a traveling exhibition of Revelations stuff that included costumes from the actual actors in it, like Cirrus and Agonar's costumes, and like I was like, man, I would have punched a lot of people to go see that Myst exhibition. I really would have, but unfortunately, I just kept punching people, and it just kept not happening. I just got yelled at for punching people. But I did see the pictures, at least. Look, I like Myst so much that I have done several Myst references in Bizengast, and I intend to keep doing them in other stuff. I put a big moiety from Riven, a big dagger on the wall in Iniri's room in, I think, book 6 of Bizengast. It's just, like, right there. It's very obvious. People wrote in, were like, oh, do you really like Myst? They actually got on, like some Myst blog, because somebody was like, look what showed up in this book. And I was like, yeah, that's my book. I really like Myst. And the Denis number for 5, also from Riven, appeared as, like, a part of a design in one of Dinah's outfits. Like, there was a bunch of references to it. like a ton. Oh, right, walk through the wall. You. Well, that's still better than the confetti. Okay, so we moved that thing. So we're gonna go up here and see what became of us moving that thing. That thing. That thing we sent them. That thing we sent to another dimension and replaced with something else. No, that's not the thing I want. There was a different thing. Do you remember there was a different thing? It wasn't this. I may have gone the wrong way. Oh, yeah, keep going. Unlike Konami, who just shut down another fan project. I'm sorry, some companies like... No, if we didn't make it, you can't do it because, God forbid, somebody else might make money and then we wouldn't. And it's like... Yeah, Pokemon Uranium forced it down... Nintendo forced it down 1 week after it was finished. And... Konami, I don't even know what's going on. I don't know what kind of, like, paint fumes they're huffing over there, but they are not making wise decisions, in my opinion. I don't know everything about business, but I know when someone's doing something real dumb. Still here. But now... it's different. Well. Might as well. If I don't like where this goes, I'll come right back. That's the one nice thing about the confetti dimension. I'm always worried this thing's gonna run out of power, and it's like, oh, sorry, don't have enough gas to get you back. I guess you're stuck in the confetti dimension. And I'll be, confetti dimension! Damn you. There's no party in here. Why is there so much confetti? Confetti without a party is just wrong. In my opinion, anyways. Alright, let's see. Ooh. My friend Lindsay just posted up, I ran to the store to stock up before the snow. I bought 3 bottles of wine and some Christmas candy that was on clearance. Excellent. These are exactly the choices that I would have made. Oh, man, this is taking forever. There we go, finally. Okay. Alright, we're back here. Yay. She said in the most tired voice possible. Yeah, I'm not crazy about here. So let's go back. See you later, sugars. Bye, hat. Yeah, I think I will stop in a bit here. It's almost time anyways. You know what? I'm actually going to stop right here, because we only have 20 minutes left, and I got some other stuff to do. So I'll just leave this guy hanging. I'm gonna leave him glowing. So, I will check you kids later. And, we'll see what can be seen on the next stream. But stop in on Monday so that we can do our cosplay stream and crafting and whatnot. And then next week we'll write another comic. It's gonna be great! So, I will see you guys on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. See you later!